Oh, now we're live. Look at that. Hey, we're live and having all kinds of technical difficulties. Oh, golly. Oh, man. Well, anyways, if there's anyone watching, hello. We're all kind of working our way into Roll20 and our Discord voice. But I am Hallie, your DM, and our gnome wizard is coming online and trying
Hi.
to...
I'm here. It just won't show me the camera.
No! Hazel was having trouble with her camera earlier. What the crap? Yeah, and it looks like our... so just... Anyone who maybe is watching or watches later knows we're all over the world. So sometimes servers and just Discord and Roll20 are just crap. They're just crap. And we have some problems. Today, though, the fact that it is going wrong actually kind of pleases me. It feels appropriate for our group.
It does.
Oh, man. And I always say that we start at 11 a.m. EST, but really it's more like 11:15, typically, by the time everyone gets in. I know we're constantly trying to reconnect cameras. Come on.
Which is hilarious because, like, today I sent a message earlier in the week that saying, I'm gonna be late. Probably 30 minutes. I am the only one, except the DM, who's on time.
Woo. Hazel was here. I don't know what happened. I see her in Roll20. That's okay. You know what? Here's what we're going to do instead. So, hello, everyone. Whether you're watching live or you watch later, you catch the VOD. This is the Adventures of the STDs. They picked that name. I did not. It stands for Small, Terrible, and a Dragonborn Party. They have been playing for over a year now because we actually started because they begged me to. A little bit earlier than last year's very first Taldore Day.
Can I do a correction? We didn't beg you. You asked.
No. You begged me.
Okay, you begged me.
No, let's just take it. I think it was equal.
Both. Equal.
I think it was equal. Yeah. I'm going to go with that. I'm teasing, but it's been crazy. We are... all the games are on YouTube. You can follow all the players. If you want to follow me, I'm at Hallie, the DM, Halli, the DM. You'll find links for all of the players. You hear right now, Alicia, our gnome wizard. We're still working on technical problems. Come on.
Come on now.
I know, it's killing me. And Naraxis was having trouble, and Olrin was having trouble, and we are missing our death metal bard Volkar Black Furnace today. So he's going to be the part of tour guide while they're in Kymal. So that's going to be happening. We'll get there eventually. We do all have cameras, I swear.
We do.
You're just you're blipping in and out right now.
Yeah, I'm reconnecting.
No!
Hi, Hazel.
Hey there!
Hi!
Once again, I can't see anyone but myself. Hooray!
Same.
What the heck? Okay, so it must just be a bad internet day. Because I'm even going to reconnect and see if it works.
Like, usually I get one person after refreshing 1,000 times, but now I get none.
For me, it usually takes like 10 minutes until people start showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
we swear we're more professional than this.
No, we're not. No, we're not. I don't know what group you've been playing with, but we are not.
Look at the group name.
Hey, I can see you.
I can see you.
Woohoo!
Me? No,
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Not yet.
Sorry, Alicia. I'm so sorry. I should have said that. I'm sorry, Hazel. Well, there's two of us. All right. The ladies are in here.
Yeah.
The gentlemen were having difficulties. Well, you know what, guys? Why don't we, while we're waiting, why don't we recap? So this group started as, at least on my end, and you guys can talk about where you guys were coming from when you joined the group. My end was I want to run more than a one-shot and then it turned into insanity, also slightly fueled by wine one afternoon. Where I got into the Discord server for Tal'Dorei Day, and they were like, hey, we're looking for DMs, and I was like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Yeah, sure. And then I just did it, and immediately I had people. We had 5 players almost overnight, so...
I wanted to play D&D. I had never played D&D before. I saw, hey, Tal'Dorei Day. Maybe I can find one. I asked in the Tal'Dorei Day Discord, immediately got an answer, said yes. I'm here.
Here we are.
Here we are.
I wanted to find a group with whom I could play 5th edition D&D, and I also was trying to be I still am trying to be a more spontaneous person. So I was like, oh, Tal'Dorei Day, what's that? I'll check that out. Ooh, Roll20, don't know how it works, have heard of it. And I was like, oh, someone's looking for screw it. I'll just send them a mail and see how it goes. Like, just see where the river takes me. And this is where I ended up. No regrets.
Yay! No regrets. Yeah, I think that was that's very close to the story that most of us kind of came into it. It's kind of a wild thing to have been playing for over a year, and now we have this bonkers logo, which, by the way, if you haven't seen the logo, you can see it. It's all over our stuff, including the Twitch channel, including our intermission screen. That's from Stephanie at Offbeat World. She did a just stellar job. So if you're looking to commission an artist, go find her. She's yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's there. And I could pull it up too. It's so amazing. It was one of those things where she knew instantly what I was talking about, even though I didn't know what I was talking about, which is really hard to do that. So it's all good. I can't even begin to try to recap over a year of games, but we started them at 3rd level because I love the first 2 levels of D&D, but man, when you're just trying to get your feet like off the ground and you're just trying to go, levels 1 and 2 are tough. You have like 8 hit points, maybe like a goblin can kill you. So we started them at 3rd level. They've actually traveled a fair bit of Exandria already. They've gone tomb diving, dungeon diving. They've fought necromancers and met camels who weren't camels, and well, now you like T-Rex, yeah. That's in one of our 2 lost games. Sorry about that. We have a couple of lost games that just my recording software did not work. Pardon me, I have really bad allergies right now. But why don't you guys, since you guys are the ones in here, our guys are still having trouble getting connected, I think. Alicia and Hazel, why don't you guys talk a little bit about your characters and just like who you guys are playing and where you're kind of coming from?
Do you want to start or?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Alicia is a wizard. She's from the continent of Wildmount, but as like she's been in Tal'Dorei a couple of years now. She used to reside in Western until the Chroma Conclave came and kind of destroyed everything. And then like joined this adventure like year after Chroma Conclave and stuff, after she had been like trying to get the place she lived up and running again. But yeah, she's obsessed with books, you could say. If you watch our games, that's one of the probably most notable. I am not English, I should mention. But yeah, she loves books, she loves magic, she hates necromancy and necromancers. One of the reasons is because she's from Wildmount, and that's like the Dundalin Empire, which has a clear ban on necromancy. And yeah, she's lost her parents when she was a child, so she's kind of on a like hunt. No, she's trying to find them again, and now she's gotten some clues to where they might be. We got some more clues last episode, which she's now kind of want to get to this place called Dagger Bay because she thinks they might reside there. So yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I might have forgotten everything. So
when you bring up a good
watch
point,
the games.
let me pull up the map of Taldor. So we are playing in Matt Mercer's Taldor. We're critters first and foremost, and the sticking to Taldore is easy because there's a campaign guide. And we don't know that much about Wildmount yet, and the Dwendalian Empire. We know some, but not enough to really help with that. So we started here. It takes place a year after the attack on the by the Chroma Conclave. For the sake of continuity or the fact that maybe I'm breaking it, we are ignoring the Vecna thing because otherwise it would get really difficult really quickly because these guys are on a quest of their own. It's their own story. I see a Dwarven cleric.
Dwarf Jesus.
Dwarf Jesus! That's the other thing that happened. So Hazel, why we wait on Dwarf Jesus?
I play Hazel Sheepside, and she's a tiny halfling blood hunter from the Order of the Lycan. And she got adopted as a baby, like she was found by a family of farmers close to in Taldore, close to the Parchwoods. And she was raised by them, and she had a very normal, happy childhood until she transformed one night into a were-tiger. And then she had to leave, she decided to leave her family because it wasn't safe for them anymore. And she spent the next, I think, about 10 years or so living on her own in the nearby forest without having control over her transformations. It just happened every full moon. And then one time she met Camilla, who we've now also met in-game, another Lycan blood hunter who trained her and taught her how to control her transformation and all that. And then Camilla left to go fight against the Chroma Conclave to help in that fight. And then after a year of waiting, Hazel decided to set out on her own. And that's where she met this group and got into all sorts of trouble and new experiences that she never had before. And she loves sugar. Then she gets really hyper. That's why she's called the Sugar Goblin. And she's usually a pretty happy and upbeat person, and she just wants to try to protect this new group of friends or family she's found, which she thought she'd never really have a shot at in life again. And right now, one of her, and she also met Camilla again, which was a big moment for her. She was very happy about that because she also didn't know whether Camilla was still alive or not. And because she owes a great debt to Camilla, because Camilla is kind of the reason she was ever able to leave the woods and learn how to control this curse. And Camilla told her about this group who's been killing Lycans, and I think specifically members of the Order, of the Blood Hunter Order. And now she's very clear that she definitely, also for personal reasons, but also as a way to repay Camilla and to keep her and Miss Ray, the other Blood Hunter we met, safe. She's very set on that. She wants to stop that from happening and basically tear the throats out of whoever's responsible for it. And she likes tardy romance novels. She's a big fan of those because they are fun to read. And for some reason, after she's read them, she keeps giving them away to creatures from other dimensions. She's done that twice now. So she's kind of has opened her own personal book interdimensional delivery system. And for some reason, people keep trying to sell her drugs. And I mean, so far the experience have been largely positive for her. So she wasn't she doesn't have much experience with it, and she's like, well, so far drugs have worked out fine for me, so why not? Let's see where this goes. So yeah. And she's excited to get to Kymal because she's probably heard stories about it because it's not too far off, I think, from where she's from.
It is not.
So people people in the community, like in the farming community, have probably talked like about Kymal and stuff, even if they didn't go there a lot. So like she's excited to finally be able to go this place, because I think the biggest city she's been to before she started traveling was like Westrun, when her family would go to the market there or something. But yeah, so it's like it's also a bit nostalgic to be in sort of familiar surroundings again, and yeah.
Awesome. I see an Olren.
I see him not moving.
Hi, hey!
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay! And I have
Discord
cameras.
decided to finally open.
Oh my gosh. What technology. We're just kind of, while we're waiting, because we're not going to have a Volcar, we're waiting on Neuraxis to get sorted out. We're just having, because we are streaming, we are live. It's terrifying.
Yay!
Ah! Oh God, why did we do this?
All the technical problems.
I know, right? That's what I said. I was like, this is the perfect game for us to be completely just screwed by technical problems. I had Elijah and Hazel kind of just talk about who they play. If you want to talk about Dwarf Jesus and maybe how he got that name.
Oh God.
That feels like forever ago too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I play a dwarf forge cleric who worships the Allfather, or the dwarven deity, who's like the dwarven god of forge and everything. Olren is from Craghammer, which is a big dwarven city in Tal'Dorei. And he is the third son of the Bronze Grip family. And the Bronze Grip family pretty much runs the forges and the mining of Craghammer. So they do all of the crafting and forging and blacksmithing in Craghammer. He trained in blacksmithing for most of his childhood, and never really got into the politics of his family, since Craghammer is ruled by the several different families who do all the various things. So the Bronze Grip family has a seat on the council of Craghammer. He never really got into the politics or really cared much about it. So he worked in the foundry and the metalworks, and while working there, he kind of learned that through like his faith in the Allhammer that he could sort of imbue items with protective abilities and help provide protection to those who need it most. And that's sort of his call to adventure and just call to being, is he just wants to create things to help protect, and he wants to protect people who need protecting. While he was working in the metalworks, he fell in love with a gnome, which for dwarves and Craghammer, that's kind of a no-no, because gnomes are looked down on as outsiders. And anyway, got into a big fiasco. Things happened. Olren got banished from Craghammer, so he went to Amon. While he was at Amon, he met Karen and blacksmithed with her, and he was there during the Conclave attack on Amon. Protected Karen as much as he could. Couldn't find her during the Conclave attack. Protected people, found out he had cleric abilities, and he was able to heal people during the attack on Amon. And so he did his best to heal those he could and protect those he could. And then he made his way to... what was the name of the first place we went to?
You guys started in Duran Village.
Oh God, yeah. Okay.
It's been an age, hasn't it? I know.
Yeah. Yeah, so then made his way to Jorin Village, getting called to search tombs for some artifact, I think.
Yep. Yeah, that's where that whole thing started. You guys got whisked off to Marquette.
Yeah.
Specifically. Yeah, it's been a hot second.
It has. It's been a minute. Met this ragtag group of people that he thought was just going to be a one-off job, and he was just kind of like, okay, I'll protect these people, and started learning more about them and adventured more with them, and discovered that this might be a family worth protecting since he no longer has a family to call his own, and is kind of searching for that place in the world where he belongs. We made our way to a small village that was haunted by a spooky house. We went into the spooky house, and spooky things happened in the spooky house. Ghosts and souls.
Yep.
And people got their life drained. I think Alicia was like almost dead because of the life drain.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then we went into the catacombs beneath the spooky house, and there was a spooky lady who was like necromancy lady. I don't remember her name.
Fabiana Delacrane.
That one.
We saw her recently again.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't see her. We saw her face.
We saw her other half. Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Necromancy.
Yeah.
Who knows how it works?
These
One
guys
should
kinda
know
hate my
technically.
guts.
No, I don't. I should know, but I don't.
Okay.
So yeah, we beat her, and then all of the souls of the dead that she had been like eating, I guess, taking for so they couldn't rest. Ulrin channeled like something, some greater power. I don't really know what it was. Some greater power overcame Ulrin, and he just began dispelling whatever hold she had on the souls, and was able to free them so that they could go on to their eternal rest. And that's where I got the name Dwarf Jesus. I haven't walked on water yet, but you know, so far all the water.
There's a spell for it, so.
I was gonna say there's a spell for that.
Well, you can say you've turned water to wine, because we have probably, if you put water in the bag, you can just take out the wine flask.
That's true.
And fool Hazel.
Oh my gosh.
No, wait, no, Hazel has good insight.
Yeah.
You can fool me.
Maybe, yeah. There
You can fool
go.
Alicia.
Hazel would probably still enjoy it, even if she didn't believe it. She would be like, "Yeah."
Oh man. Okay, so we have a Dragonborn coming. Again, we've been playing for over a year, so it's one of those things where trying to recap the insanity that has happened is really difficult. This was supposed to be a short adventure. I was going to run 2 games, maybe 3, and then I started to, in my very type A personality style, started to obsess over a larger story when I was looking at all of their backgrounds. So, and as you can probably tell from their characters, they're coming from different walks of life. We are from different walks of life. I think any good D&D group really should be made up of different types of people. As you can probably tell from the accents, some of us are from all over the place. So Ulrin and I are in the States, in the United States, Midwest specifically, because you can tell from the Midwest. I don't know.
I forgot to put on my Scottish accent. I should have put on a Scottish accent. They've been really confused.
That's okay. Everyone's confused. That's all right.
Fuck.
We have 3 folks in Europe. And then we have a Canadian. So it's a French Canadian specifically, and he unfortunately is not going to be with us today. He's under the weather. Feel better, Volkar. We miss you.
We miss you.
We miss our death metal bard, which that's a good note. Actually, Volkar Black Furnace, whom our death metal bard, is the cousin of Torkel Black Furnace. If you watch the early games, those recordings are rough. Just fair warning, because I was still learning the audio thing, and we didn't have cameras for a while. Torkel was the original character he was playing. And Torkel, when these guys started to get caught up in the larger storyline of, oh shit, there might be other gods in an old pantheon, and somehow we're wrapped up in this, he started to go a little wary about what was happening. And I don't blame him, because there was some nonsense. They got caught in the Feywild. They killed the son of a nearly dead god. They watched that god then die. Hazel killed that guy. He was shaped like a Wendigo. It was a whole thing. And Torkel kind of bamfed out. He was like, okay, you know what? But I bring my cousin Volkar. And Volkar is a totally different personality, which I think speaks to that player's ability to kind of adapt, which is really cool. Volkar is going to be our kind of our silent guide through this game, which we do need to start as soon as Neuraxis shows up, because we are half an hour late, y'all. But they've gone through a lot, this group. Poor Ulrin hears voices of gods, and Elysia is looking for her parents. And Hazel just ran into her mentor to have her mentor then run away, and Neuraxis has gone through a completely different transformation. He doesn't look like Neuraxis anymore. Because he found out that he was one of the head clerics of Tempest. Yes, and yes, I am screwing up the D&D, the official quote-unquote D&D Pantheon. It's my game. I can do what I want. So that's kind of how we roll. So they've been caught up in the story of gods and dead gods, and they came to the realization, I'm going to wait for the spoiler, they came to the realization that they lived previously. They lived a previous life, but only a few of them have kind of started to unravel that truth. So it's been an interesting journey, especially for me as a DM who only played 2 games and then went, what the hell am I doing?
You're doing good.
Thank you. You guys are very sweet, but every now and then I'm like, dear God Almighty, what the hell am I doing?
I was expecting us to do a lot of bandit killing, sleeping outside, and then it's like, oh, old gods. Oh, we're doing this. Oh, Feywild. Oh, sure. I was expecting this to do this at level 15 or something. Let's go for it.
No more sleeping outside, at least.
Yeah, I do have a mansion. If you guys are ready, we can just kind of get started, and I'll start the recording, and then because we are live on Twitch. Quick note about that: we are live on Twitch for the first time. I'm going to try to be live on Twitch for every game, and we're playing for Extra Life on November 11th. So you will see notifications showing up about that. We're trying to raise $100 for Extra Life to go to children's hospitals. So if you can join us, we are like. We signed up to be a part of the very large Wizards D&D Extra Life team. We're not special in any way, shape, or form. You can freely sign up to be a part of that, which is really cool if you want to do that yourself. Are you guys good? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay, we might as well get started, because I'm pretty sure the one person who's probably watching is just like, oh my god, I thought this was a D&D game. All right, hold on just a second. Let me start the recording.
There are 3 people watching, but one of those are me. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. Cool. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Neuraxis is gonna hop in. We are, as I mentioned, on stream, but not in the recording that just started. We are missing our death metal bard, who I will just be kind of steering as he plays your silent tour guide through the city of Kymal, which is where we are starting the session. So to recap very quickly, at the last session, you guys had kind of a run. You knew that you needed to head to Kymal. That was the next largest city. You have a horse and a cart, but you are weeks out from anywhere that you want to be. And it was determined by the group that Kymal would be the place that maybe you could find other transportation. Maybe you could get someone to teleport you. You didn't know. On your way there, you passed through the Silver Cut Crossroads, and Volkar was able to tell you the story of how that's a haunted place from the Drassic Wars. You fought ghouls. You fought something called the Jailer, which tried to absorb Neuraxis at one point. It was bad. It was really gross. And then
pretty icky.
It's pretty icky. You guys heard yelling for help along the way, and you followed the path after that first battle and launched straight into a second battle with what are called tar ghouls. They're bad. They spew tar, and then they light themselves on fire. So everything was on fire at one point. And then they figured out that the ghouls were being commanded by what turned out to be the remnants of that necromancer that you guys bumped into in, oh my gosh, Tamor Falls. Wow, I blanked. It's been a while. And you figured out that was there was a whole possession storyline that you guys have now kind of closed out eventually as you figured out what's gone on there. You rested after that very intense battle, and then you landed at the gates of Kymal, what seems to be the middle of a festival. So we will start there. Yeah, you guys are moving into the gates, which are wide open, and there are just dancers and people laughing, and kids are running through the gates back and forth. There are parents yelling at them, and just beyond the gates, you see really beautifully decorated stalls. You smell cooking food. You see lanterns. It's late afternoon. The sun won't set for a couple of hours at least, and you guys seem to have landed in this new city in the middle of a giant party.
I like this place already, guys.
Maybe we can find some sugar or sweets for you.
I like the way you think, Elijah. I like the way you think.
There was a I'm asking Volkar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you said there was a bookstore here, right?
He pauses for a second. You guys are just outside the gates, and he's like, yeah. The Codex. It's to that way, and kind of just points down an alley inside the gate. He mentioned a couple of places for you guys, especially about the fact that this city is run by a man from Marquette originally named Jacktor Christian, and he looks like something's going on. You do see big banners that say Founders Day. So, little maybe self-congratulatory party happening right now. You guys
like his birthday.
Yeah, kind of. You guys are getting jostled as you're standing right inside the gate, and one guy kind of pushes on Naraxis and goes, "Hey, move it!"
What are we gonna do with Thunderwave and the cart? Is there like a stable nearby, like where we can put the horse?
There is, and it's actually not that hard to see from right here. Kind of off to the west, the northwest, you do see more people who have their wagons and carts, and it looks like they are putting them at what looks to be like a giant stockyard.
We go and park there first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that before we...
You can do that.
Come on, Thunderwave.
It's the horse, by the way.
Yeah, but we should mention that.
Hazel casts Thunderwave.
Oh dear God, that's terrifying. Yeah, you guys can follow. There's almost like a little processional line of wagons and carts. People don't want to be burdened, and you really can't get any kind of pack animal through the crowd that is almost moving like a swarm. You can see people just in and out of all these stores. You hear vendors down the road hawking wares and ale and yelling about funnel cakes, and just like, it's basically just like a county fair kind of atmosphere. Okay, so you guys can, it's easy enough to dock essentially your horse and cart. It's 10 gold for the week to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
All right, can you pay?
Everyone's usually
please.
broke.
I have like one gold piece. I want to save it for sweet.
I think most people aren't broke. It's just me and Hazel who are broke.
I made money at some point. I don't know what happened to it.
All the money's in the bag.
It was 10 gold?
10 gold, yeah.
10 gold.
So just mark that off, yeah. You give 10 gold to this, like, he looks like he's 10 if he's a day. And he takes the gold and he tips his hat and he says, "Good day," and starts leading Thunderwave and the cart. Make sure don't leave anything in the cart. Into a stall.
Thunderwave. Make friends with the other horses.
Oh, he's ignoring you because the boy just handed him an apple, and the horse he's in horsey heaven. He's fine. He's great.
No. It's okay. I understand. I've been there.
So you guys can walk back out. It's getting to the point where it feels like as the sun slowly starts to set over the course of the next couple of hours, more and more people are coming out into the streets. Like the crush that you saw coming in was only the beginning of this party that looks like it's going to maybe run like an all-night rager kind of a thing.
So keep track of the small ones.
Hold on to someone's coat. You'll be fine.
I suggest we go to the bookstore first because I fully intend to get my hands very sticky at some point with all kinds of sweets. So I should probably go to the bookstore first and then afterwards. I'll also note I have halfling nimbleness with which I can move through the space of a creature who is like one taller than me, and I intend to make full use of it to get to the best sweet places later on. Like, just fully under people's legs. I'm like, I don't know, 3 inches tall or something. I don't know. I'm like super tiny.
Oh my god.
And I'm prepared to make use of it.
Did you say you were 3 inches? I think that's wrong.
No, I think that's wrong. It's like
3 feet, I think.
It's about that tall.
Yeah. We have different systems.
Yep.
Yeah. We're used to metric.
Yeah, 2.8 feet.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how tall it is, but
it's very small.
It's tiny.
I think that's under 1 meter because my character is 3 feet. I think that's 1 meter.
You guys look the same height?
Well, no, Hazel is a bit shorter.
I'm a bit shorter.
What are these meters you speak of?
They're better and more useful. They're simpler to understand.
Oh my gosh. I know, our measurement system is way.
I only work in 16ths and 30 seconds.
Oh, man. Okay, so you guys can kind of weave your way in and out. Volkar knows exactly how to get to the Codex, and he kind of takes you down a slightly less used pathway to get there, so you avoid the bulk of the crowd at that point. It only takes a few minutes to walk there, and the outside of the store has a big sign on it that says the Codex, and you see the symbol of an open book with like a little bookmark in it, just in a kind of a rough cut wooden sign. There's a little bell over the door that jingles as you walk in. It seems to be empty. And the first thing, Elysia, you know that smell. You know that smell really well because it smells like thousands and thousands of books everywhere.
Heaven.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that picture.
This is
just absolutely books everywhere. And it smells like ink and, dried ink, fresh ink, old pages, and it seems to be empty. You don't see anybody behind the desk. You don't see anyone in the shelves. The shelves are taller than they are wide, so you kind of have to, the little ones can get in there, but some of you in the heavier armor are going to have a hard time squeezing through some of the places. It ends in there's a big circular room that the shelves all spill out from. Doesn't seem to be anybody around.
Hello?
Alicia's. Can I make an investigation check to see if I not to see anyone, but see any interesting books that I like?
Yeah.
And spell scrolls. I read spell scrolls.
Absolutely, go for
it. Investigation?
Yeah, investigation. That'll work. First roll.
Oh, yay. 15 plus. Math. I've been doing math for the last 5 hours.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. My brain is
Yay, math.
done. 15 plus 7 is... This is the easiest.
15 plus 7, 22.
Yeah, 22.
All good.
My brain is fried, I should mention.
This is... Despite the fact that it looks disorganized, your careful, trained eye, you note it actually is organized quite well, in fact. Every spoke, essentially, of the wheel of the shop is organized by genre. So you have an entire spoke full of fiction, right? And then that is further broken down. Adventuring stories, on and on. You have several of the spokes that feature books on magical theory, just different kinds of general guides. So stuff that anyone who's looking for something that isn't a fictional tale might be invested in. And then the other 3 spokes are all tomes. They are also all locked onto the shelf. There are big chains across the shelves that it looks like, and you're not even, you're staring at it for a second. I'm not going to have you roll, but those 3 shelves also seem to be warded.
Yeah. Makes sense. Alicia is gonna point to Hazel if you want any more romance novels, I think you should go that direction.
Yay, thank you. I was gonna ask.
Why do you have to encourage her?
No, but she becomes happy, and if she's happy, everyone is happy. So
I love it. I love it.
That touched my heart. I had to the romance.
Alicia will probably just walk around and it seemed empty, but she's gonna try and also try and walk around to see if there was any nooks and crannies that the small people might hide in, like her.
Okay,
or
go ahead and make a perception check. And actually, the 3 of you can if you would like.
Okay.
And I'll make
Perception?
one for Volcar just for shits and giggles. Yeah. That was not. Oh, that was a crit! Holy shit!
Oh!
Yeah, Volcar.
Yay, Volcar.
Oh,
14.
not bad.
14. Yeah, make sure you guys call your rolls out. I've been lax on that, but we're streaming now.
16 for me.
Okay.
14.
I'll roll for Neuraxis. I'm just going to do straight rolls. Yeah, I rolled a crit on the Scanlan die for Volcar.
Hey.
And he rolled a 16 natural. So, okay, so it does, actually, all of you, takes a minute, but you catch the flash of a bright red cape around the corner of the fiction section. And then just as you're turning around to see what's happening, you hear a "Welcome to the Codex."
Who said that?
Hi.
Turn around, and it is a little dwarven boy with a helmet too big for his head, this long red cape that was clearly an adult's, and he's standing there. "My name is Grandmaster Magician Dupree, and this is my library. Please pursue my sacred tomes, but do not anger them, for the books can read your minds and see your evil deeds, and they will strike you down if they believe you to be unworthy. Are you adventurers?"
Yes.
Yeah.
"Excellent! I love adventurers! Please pursue my tomes!" And then he goes, "Ooh," and fades back into the shelf.
Thank you. I start talking to the books and be sure to be nice to them. I'm like, "Hello, you look so pretty. I'm looking for this and this." I took that warning very seriously.
He's faded into the shadows of the shelves, but he's staring right at you. Hazel, you just see these 2 big green eyes, and he's just looking at you. "What are you looking for?"
I'm not. How old are you?
8.
Okay. I'm not sure if you're supposed to read that yet, but do you have anything by Sir Edwin Dunwich? He's one of my favorite authors.
"Let me consult the book." He runs past you over to the circular desk in the middle of the store and hops up on a stool. He disappears for a second, and he's like, And then you hear something clattering. It's like, oh, no, no, no. And then gets up on the stool. You barely see his eyes over the desk. And he's pulls up like a twig and starts pulling through the big tome on the desk. And then you hear a, Matthias! Matthias, what are you doing? And out from the back comes clearly his mother, because he looks just like her. And she shoos him away. What are you doing? What are you doing? I have customers. She's like, okay, go play. But Mom, no, go play. Here, take this. And she gives him money. Go get something to eat. Okay. And he runs out of the store and waves bye to you, Hazel. Bye.
Bye. Save me some sweets.
Shakes her head. Sorry about that. Little scamp.
That's more than fine.
Well, as you you heard, which one was he this time? Was he Grandmaster Dupree? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
That's his new one. Welcome to the Codex. The books can't hear you. Sorry about my son's false advertising. What can I help you with?
Do you want to go first, Hazel?
Sure. I just have one request. Do you have anything by Sir Edwin Dunwich? I love his romance writing.
Actually, I do. I have the... Do you have the Carvers series?
I have The Carver Who Stole My Heart. I haven't read anything else. Are there more books in that series?
There are 25 in that series, actually.
Sweet. Do you have any other out of that series? Which one is The Carver Who Stole My Heart? Is that the first one?
That is the first one. So yeah, you started in the right spot.
Perfect. Do you have the second one?
I have all of them.
Do
you want them individually, or do you want them in their folios? Because they come in sets of 5.
How much does the full series cost?
The full series would be about 15 gold.
Ooh.
That's not a lot, Hazel.
Oh, but I go like over to Ulrin and I look at him like a child that like wants pocket money. Oh, dwarf Jesus. Could I maybe like have some money for the book series? It's really good. I can lend it to you after I'm finished because like it takes place in Craighammer. I don't know if that's good or bad for you, but like it's really nice and it's about this Carver person and they meet an elf woman and it's like it's really cool.
Alicia is just like standing behind Hazel and just like shaking her head no. But like yes, give her the money, but it's like no, don't read it.
No, but yes.
Alright.
Yes to money, no to reading.
I don't have a good relationship with the Carvers, but
No.
I'll give you the money. Did you want to buy all the books or just the first set, or how much do you need?
She said 15 gold pieces for
all
I think
5
over 20 books.
folios, yeah.
15 for 5. All right. I'll reach in the bag and I'll give Hazel 30 gold.
Okay.
Thank you.
If you find something else that you like, you should probably get it now while we're here.
Yeah, I think I'll have enough reading material with like over 20 books for the next thing. But thank you. And I hope it doesn't bother you that I like the series. Don't worry, it's like totally unrealistic. Like nothing in these books is at all like real life or anything. But that's why I like kind of like them.
I'm sure it is.
Okay, I like take the money and like pay the 15 gold pieces. Okay. And then I come back to Ulrin with like this huge stack of books that's probably taller than myself. And I'm like, could we put this in the bag?
It's a lot. You actually have to help Ingrid, the shopkeeper, pull them off the shelf. Because a folio is going to be like this with all 5 of the books slotted into it. It's like a box set. And then there are 5 of those. So... And you know how heavy books are. And we're weighing down that bag of holding. She will willingly trade you because you have the first one. If you're willing to give that up because you're buying the whole set, you would have 2 copies of the first book.
I don't have the first one anymore. I gave it to a big
right.
in the Feywild.
You gave it away to the freaking Mind Flayer.
The Mind Flayers.
I totally forgot about that.
The frog.
The mystery novel and the frog in the Feywild as a birthday present got the romance.
Oh my
I forgot
gosh.
about that. Oh my god.
This is getting out of hand.
It's getting out of hand. A little bit. A little bit. We love it, though. Okay, so never mind. Scratch what I said. This is what happens when that game was like 6 months ago. And I forget.
Now I have another first copy that I can like give away to someone else or something once we get to another plane. And I'll take the second entry in the series and I'll put that in my own pocket and I'll put the rest of the books in the bag of holding.
Okay. So now you have 5 complete folios of the Carvers series.
I have a lot of reading to do now.
You too.
Okay, that is all I'm doing in this
all
show.
Romance stories. They're a mixture of adventure and some romance novels, so you get a little bit of both in there.
Perfect.
Mix it up a little bit, yeah. Ingrid
super
comes back around the desk and she goes, all right, so I'm going to need to order some more of those, but I don't need to do any more heavy lifting today. What else? Anybody? Anything?
Hi. I'm just your ordinary wizard looking for spells. Do you have any spell scrolls?
I mean, I have some. They're nothing real powerful.
I'm not looking for anything powerful, I think.
You're not looking for anything specific?
I'm gonna check. Yeah.
Okay.
The sending spell.
Oh, 3rd level.
I'm gonna check what level it is.
Pretty sure
find
it's
it.
3rd.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just gonna make sure.
Yeah, 3rd level evocation.
Yes.
Yeah, she would have that.
I'm at least gonna have that one.
She says, I can sell you that one, or I usually work in discounts if you buy more things, so...
I was gonna ask for other... Do you have any... Is it rude to ask you what kind of spells you do have?
No, not at all. No, that's a completely good question. I mean, like I said, we're not the Cobalt Reserve or anything like that, but
no, of course not.
And this is Kymal. There's usually not a lot of call for
I just haven't been
but
near bookstops in
so
a long time.
basically for what she would have, particularly available because of the location of the store, she would have any cantrip available.
Cantrips can't be learned, right? No.
She would have the cantrips available. She would have... Let me look here. Just wanted to double check that I had the right thing. She would have anything on the 1st level list for sorcerers or wizards. And she has some 2nd and 3rd level cleric and bard spells.
Yeah. Just reading through.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
Yeah, I think I'll take at least take the sending spell.
Okay.
And do you have any books on old gods?
Let me see if she does. I mean, not really my thing. I've got all kinds of magical tomes, but yeah, I don't really deal in... That's more a priestly, or, him, and she points at all in his stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Not really. We're more arcane.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
After I hear that, I just kind of like put the book down that I was looking at, and I'm like, well, I just kind of go sit in a corner and start fiddling with stuff.
No!
She has some cleric spells available. She has a couple of tomes. She said they may be of interest. I don't know. They're in the locked section if you want to peruse. I just have to go back there with you. Otherwise, the words try to fry you.
Yes, please. That would be awesome.
Okay. You watch her, she comes around and she pulls out a small chain from underneath her tunic. And it looks like it almost looks like a religious censer of some kind. It's this little metal tube. And as soon as she brings it up to the ward snaps out. And now you can freely walk down one of the aisles. So she has a couple of things. She said, now these are more, they're not common, so to speak, but they're made, they're not quite as rare as some of the other stuff that I've had come through the shop before. She shows you a couple of things. She has something called the Twinned Books of Sending. She says, but you got the sending spell, so you may not need these. What it basically does is it's an altered version of that spell, and it lets you send writing back and forth between the two books. Unlimited, and you don't have to cast.
I'll take that, because even if I have the sending spell, it still takes a spell slot.
Okay. That's 125 gold for those.
Ooh.
Your sending scroll is not going to be cheap either, so just putting it out there.
Nope. Owen, how much money can I use? I have 16 gold.
Dad, how much can I spend?
Oh, Jesus. De facto leader.
De facto? Wow.
Draxus isn't here.
Ow.
Oh.
Ow. Ouch, my feelings.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna need to cast Cure Wounds on myself now.
For that burn?
I don't think it'll help, but...
Nope. Sorry.
We have enough in the bag, so if you believe it'd be useful, then go ahead and get it.
The sending spell is at least useful. If the sending books, like, we need to choose a person that we could have communications with, because there will only be one person, so perhaps the sending spell is way more useful than that. We can see what else she has first.
Right.
Okay.
Let's get the total going, and then figure out the
and she can, if you're interested in it, she'll pile it on the desk. Type of.
We also
thing.
probably have books that we could trade, or possibly other things if she wants to buy off of us.
I have some scrolls that I'm not using, or I don't think I can use it. Chaos Bolt, for example.
Oh, okay.
It's awesome.
Yeah. She's willing to take things on trade.
I'm just looking at my list. It's a good spell. I can't learn it. I can only use it once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that one time will be awesome. Unless you
Okay. She's got something. She's like, this is kind of fun, and she pulls out. It just looks like a notebook. It looks like a journal, a blank journal. But then you start flipping through it, and the pages are full of just mundane, someone's scribbles, is what it looks like. She says, the thing is, though, and you would know how to use this, what it does is it gives you all of these items. You just have to ask the book for them. So she starts showing you different pages. There is, on one page, there's a 10-foot pole. On the next page, there's a 50-foot length of hempen rope. There is an iron door. There is a picture of a horse with saddlebags.
£10.50, is that what you just fucking said?
What?
Draxus is here.
Draxus is here.
Draxus!
Okay,
That was
let me get
amazing.
this right. So you can basically, if you write something in the book, it'll appear, or is it like some things you can like take out of the book and then you'll
It's
get
some things
them?
you can take out of the book.
Okay.
Yeah, so the book's already full.
Then I understand.
Yeah, there's a pit. There's a 10-foot cube that you can throw down like a sinkhole. There's a rowboat. There are 2 mastiffs. There's a window that you could place on a vertical surface like a portal. There's a bullseye lantern, a dagger, a steel mirror, and just a regular sack, not a bag of holding.
How much for this book?
50 gold.
I would rather have this one than the sending book.
It's pretty popular. We get this one. Every book has slightly different. I mean, they're not the book itself is magical. The items are never magical, but people often find them useful.
I can think of several, like, if you use it correctly. Yeah, I put that on the pile.
You can have doggies.
It goes on the pile. All right, so you got a couple over there. She says from there, it's more items of the same kind. Yeah. If you're looking for something a little more interesting, I have some rarer items, but they come with a hefty price tag.
Yeah.
So, now if only I could part with my Book of Many Minds, then I would be fine. So,
wait, what? Book of Many
Minds.
What does that do?
It's the most expensive thing in the store. It's so essentially, in her parlance, I will tell you what it does. Basically, once a day, you can ask the book up to 2 yes or no questions, and any sentient creature within 1 mile of where you are, if they know the answer, you get the answer. It's like scrying, but yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, but probably extremely expensive.
5,000.
No.
It's the only one in existence.
I mean,
maybe one day.
I'm looking at our bank
we have enough money, but like we would be broke. I think.
Yeah, we have plenty of money.
But still, we have a lot of money, but I think we'd be broke like after that.
No, we wouldn't.
How much do you have?
That's out of game.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check.
We sold that shield for 20,000 gold.
True.
We are loaded.
I'm gonna find. I don't think I'm gonna find. I don't think we'll take that one, but
Okay. She has a Book of Diplomacy that might be more in your guys' range. It's 500.
We
gold.
need that. We suck at that.
Yeah.
So it's it has the etiquette of a proper courtly etiquette and all of that, and she's like, it's all that nonsense. But at the same time, if you spend 24 hours spread out over a week, you can become proficient in persuasion. And if you're already proficient, you double your proficiency bonus. And if you already have proficiency bonus, you triple your proficiency bonus.
Can this book be used twice, like by 2 people?
Or it's like no good for a decade.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, we have our Dragonborn. Hi, Naraxis. I don't know if he can hear us. He can see us. Hey, there we go.
Oh.
We had internet troubles, guys. So yeah, she has that too. It's beautifully bound. It looks like it's actually in white wyvern hide. It's really gorgeous. It has gilt writing on the front of it.
Guys, I hate to point it out, but we usually kind of suck when we try to talk to people and convince them of things. So I feel like that might be smart to get.
It might be smart, and I think I'm not the person that would personally read it, but I think some people in this group should. Not the fact that I'm good. I'm just saying someone else is better than me and probably should.
I agree. I don't think I should read it.
No.
Hazel's diplomacy comes with claws.
It's very convincing.
But yeah, put it on a pile next to.
On the pile. Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing that she specifically points out to you, Elysia, is it is a blank notebook, but it actually keeps your notes organized, and it doesn't matter how many pages you fill. The book just keeps allowing you to put more notes into it. And then if you ask it for information, it'll flip right to that section.
Can this notebook be used as a spell book?
No. It has no properties to hold spells. It essentially acts like part of the keen mind feat that Caleb has. Yeah. So it would allow you to instantly recall information. You would just have to take a moment to ask the book.
Yeah.
For it.
Do you feel like we need that? Or
how much is it?
75 gold. It's a decently common item, but it's really only for the fastidious about their notes.
Yeah.
I think the other one would be more useful that had all the things in it, like the windows and the
we're taking the thing with all the things in it because I think that would be both hilarious and. But also, he's just gonna ask for like more parchment in case she's starting to fill up her spell book because I've been shitty at keeping tracks of spells.
Okay, that's
so I'm just gonna I think I need more parchment. We're just gonna buy a lot.
Okay, yeah. Standard parchment or the magical.
The one that I can write spells in spell book parchment.
The special kind. Okay.
The wizard kind.
Math. Let me see. That's 50. You guys don't want the sending books. You want the spell.
No,
instead.
because we have the sending spell and so sending spell, book of many things. Parchment and proficiency in etiquette. No, persuasion.
1,000 gold for the lot.
Alrin, do we have 1,000 gold that I can use some things?
Do we get a discount because I bought the entire Carver series or something?
Make a persuasion.
I feel like
Make a persuasion check.
No.
Yeah, do it.
Like,
Noraxis, help.
If you don't, I will absolutely haggle.
Noraxis can haggle. I don't care.
Noraxis haggle.
I mean, I'll try it.
Also, welcome to our dragon. Welcome our dragonborn.
Hello.
Oh, man.
You're live on Twitch, Noraxis. Hey. With like 2 people watching.
15.
Wait, what? You got a 15?
Yeah, I rolled a 16 minus 1.
Woo! Oh, minus 1.
Oh dear. I'm a lot better, but
if you want to assist her, I'll let her roll with advantage.
Sure, yeah. Like, as soon as money's on the line, he will. Yeah.
He is a dragon.
Wait a minute. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's up to you.
I would help, yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Hazel.
Okay.
Roll it again.
Is there a bulk discount, or do
15.
we, like...
15?
15 it is. I just gave her, like, cute puppy dog eyes.
Oh, God. I mean, you were nice to my son, so...
And
yeah, sure. 850 and they're yours.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I look to Noraxis kind of like, I did a thing.
So she hands all that over. I will give you guys the cards for that. I forgot to make up the cards for these, but you have these. So you have the handy dandy notebook with the drawings of the mundane items in it. You have the Book of Diplomacy. Elysia has her spell paper.
How much spell paper?
You got a sheath, so probably 50 pages in the one sheath. And then you got the spell scroll for sending, which you can learn.
Yay.
Hey!
I need a lot of money to learn it, but I think I need like
okay.
150 money. I think I need 150 gold, but...
That's not terrible.
It's not.
That's not terrible. You just spent 850. Like, it's not...
Yeah.
You got that discount that you can now apply to...
Yeah.
It's exactly the right amount. I didn't even think about that. Okay. You see Grandmaster Dupree Matthias come flying back in. He has powdered sugar all over his chin. It's all over his fingers, and he plops it looks like a little open box, and you watch powdered sugar fly off into the air, and he plops it right beside his mom, and he's like, Mom, 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 I got you sugar, I got you sugar, I got you sugar, I got you sugar. This is something you guys are very familiar with. You've seen Hazel act in a very similar manner. It's all over. Like, he's got jelly on one cheek. He's a mess, but he's grinning. He's just so happy. She's like, okay, honey, thank you.
I go over to him and I lean in, kind of all I'm making a shady deal kind of thing, and I'm like, all right, where did you get the goods from? I must know.
He looks around and he looks at his mom right there. He's like, can I tell her? Yes, honey, you can tell her. She seems tired, poor lady. And he goes, down the street, there's a funnel cake place by the... And he stops and thinks, by the big shiny place with the coin on the outside. And Volkar leans in, he goes, it's probably the golden coin, the casino.
Bless you. And then I just take off.
Oh
I have 16 gold pieces. I know where the sugar is. It's time to go.
no! Alicia,
I like disappear in the crowd.
This is
Alicia
direct.
takes-
Like, can't leave her unsupervised. Just really well.
Alicia, take the spell and the spell paper in her own bag and give like the rest of the books to Ulrin, and then cast Expeditious Retreat and run after Hazel. It's a good use for spells, right?
Sure. Yeah. You won't ever need them while you're here. I can't imagine why.
Yeah. It's a little one slot.
Oh my god. Orin, what are you doing?
I guess I'm chucking stuff in the bag and then trying to keep up with the rest of my group and thanking the lady for her time. And yeah, I'm trotting along in heavy armor trying to keep up with all of these speedy people.
Volkar will keep pace with you. Just so he doesn't leave his dwarven brother behind. She's like, okay, bye, thanks so much for that. And then you hear Dupree as you guys are, Matthias Dupree, as you guys are going out the door, he's like, goodbye from the Codex, the books, thank you. And then yeah. Little kid. Oh my gosh. Hazel, it's crowded. It's really crowded. Like a lot crowded. So yeah, you're gonna have to use those skills and your size, which is definitely an advantage right now, to be able to duck and dodge through the crowds, because it is starting to get packed. And you're heading. So the golden coin, and Volkar had told you guys this as you had walked up, because you know of that name because that's where Rue, who you met at Wanderer's Way, that's where she said she was, if you were ever in Kymal. It is on the northern side of town. Let me just make sure my notes are right. No, west side. Sorry, west side of town. Wrong one. So you kind of have to veer off to the west from where you were, just inside the gates of the city. And there are just packs and crowds of people. I know Neuraxis can keep up with you. Elysia should be speeding up to you as well. Ulrin and Volkar kind of lagging behind. So...
By the old father, slow down.
You're not too far. You're about 20 feet behind them. You're not too far behind them. But it's hard to keep up with the smaller ones and the speedy dragonborn in this crowd, this crush of people. The one thing, let's see, I think, it's going to be Neuraxis who notices this first, and you also have the advantage because you're taller than most people, including the humans. It's mostly a human city.
It's just looking over the top, like.
You're getting a few looks. Neuraxis, you do notice that. They probably don't get many Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Specifically one who looks like you. Because you've had
also
some
that,
facial reconstruction lately. We'll just call it that.
Nip tuck.
Sort of true, I guess.
You got that plastic surgery, boy.
Magical reconstruction against your will. That's
you
not
got them
necessary.
Kardashian lips.
Oh my god.
Kardashian snout. And like,
I'm sorry to the two
Looks
people
like
who
a
are probably
duck.
watching on the Twitch stream. This is what the game is like all the time. Chaos. Usually started by Ulrin or Hazel, one of the two.
Nope.
Yep.
I'm a lawful good cleric. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dwarf Jesus.
There's no chaos in my body.
Oh boy. So you couple people looking your way, but they're too busy drinking and dancing and laughing. Off to the in the direction that Hazel took off, you see a makeshift stage. And there is a single figure on the stage. He's wearing really tattered clothes. It is a dark red-skinned tiefling whom you recognize instantly. And he is up on the stage shouting about, they know! You must know the truth about the gods! It's Camion, whom you rescued from the maze.
he survived.
Apparently, but maybe not with his sanity intact. because he looks bad. He's got cuts and dirt all over his face and his body. His pristine clothes that he'd been wearing when you guys met him while he was enslaved by Ralashaz. He's now up on this stage. He sees you, Neuraxis, and he points and he goes, "They follow. They know the truth. They know the truth about the gods. You must listen. You must ask them. I beg of you. Tell them the truth."
Oh no. Oh
he
no.
hops down and starts to push his way toward you, screaming and yelling at the top of his lungs. He's drawing a lot of attention. There was a small crowd, and now people are starting to turn from whatever they were doing and watching him start to come your way.
Like, there's a crowd everywhere. The two little ones have disappeared. Like, Volcar and Olin are behind me. He's like, I don't.
You must know of the lie of the gods. The gods lie.
Think. And I cast fly and just go up.
Oh my god.
I'm like, oh no.
Okay. Yep. Because the flying dragonborn isn't going to start a spectacle. Okay. Is that the first time you've cast that? No.
Yes.
Is
it? Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
Is it? Okay. Okay, you're surrounded by people. Let's just do this. I'm going to have you make an acrobatics check.
Oh dear.
It's one thing to be powered by a spell. It's another thing to get off the ground when surrounded by bodies.
Did it roll? Is it gonna roll? Oh, there we go. 15.
15. Okay. So most people can't really get a hand on you. Kymal just reaches you as you launch off the ground, and now you have become the spectacle because you are a flying dragonborn.
I'm like 60 feet up. Like, well, that's not better.
I imagine Hazel and Elijah are like running like through people's legs and stuff like that, and like then Hazel looks up and is like, "Stenorex is up there." Whatever, and I just keep going towards the place.
I feel like it's like the owl chasing a mouse thing.
Yeah.
I just like see them in the crowd and start like.
Yeah, because you see people getting like jostled out of the way. They're like, oh dear, oh my, you know, freaking out because they're getting bumped into. But they're all looking up at you now, and Kymal has even stopped and is staring. The lie of the gods, because your wings shoot out.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, you got wings, my dude. And start eating on their own. And you're starting to like tip and lose your traction in the air, so to speak. And you're getting buffeted like a bird that has just now figured out how to fly. So now there is a flying green dragonborn. I just want to paint this picture. There's a flying green dragonborn in the air. Are you wearing those robes, the disguised armor?
No, he put his like draconian armor back on.
So you're wearing your draconian armor, flying over a city that barely escaped being attacked by the Chroma Conclave. Just like to point that out. Just because.
It's just the panic response, like he's screaming about gods at me. He's like, oh no, I need to get out of here.
People are freaking out now. They're starting to get very scared. You watch Kymal get pulled aside by guards wearing the Christian family crest, the symbol essentially of Kymal, and you also see him getting getting put in manacles by a dark purple skinned tiefling woman. And he's frothing at the mouth, he's ranting and raving, he's pointing, his hands are shaking, he's basically in the middle of a religious fit, essentially. Yeah, look what you did, Hazel.
It's just like in midair, seeing like just watching it escalate. It's like, oh god, I need to do something. Okay, Like, it's fine. Everybody, it's fine. Look, we rescued him from a cave. He's had a very hard time. He's just like, oh no. Just like in midair trying to explain himself. Like, it's fine. Everything is fine.
I'm gonna have you make a persuasion check with disadvantage. Because you look scary.
That's very true.
Can I see? I don't remember if I rolled my
Your
portent rolls.
Go ahead.
Because, is it a new day?
Oh no, it's the same day, sorry.
Same day as like the last
Yes.
session? It's only 11. I don't think that will help.
I feel like at this point I also would have like
No,
stopped
I'll
with
just go
Elijah
for
and
it.
Okay.
realized that Noraxis is in trouble. What's
Elijah
he doing
will
up
run
there?
into Hazel before stopping.
Right.
Oh,
Public roll,
sorry.
disadvantage. Do I?
Do the
Why
thing.
is Noraxis flying?
No, I'm trying to work out whether it's. Yeah, this might go badly. I'll probably use Dark One's
Oh, no.
Unlock on it as well to
Okay.
whether
Oh no.
when it rolls. Okay. All right. Please. 16.
6. Okay. So let me see here. Okay. So a good half of the crowd kind of like with the help of the guards kind of start to disperse. It takes a few minutes. There are a handful of people who have very clearly run the opposite way that you are in, whether they ran home or who knows what. And the guards are now starting to look at you, and that tiefling woman is really eyeballing you.
I'm like no weapon in hands, just like it's all fine. Like I'm not like.
Is the stage still there? Where it's empty right now?
It's empty, yeah.
Okay, I whispered to Elijah, all right, I've read this in one of my books. This usually always works. So just like follow my lead, okay? And I run up on the stage. And I run up on the stage. And I was like, people of Kymal, welcome to our show of the traveling parts of the Thunder Dome. Because I think that was Volker's stage name. I hope you enjoy the performance of our flying dragon acrobat. Look what I can do! And I turn into a tiger.
Oh my god. Okay, so
and I point to Elijah and I'm like, give me some fireworks or something. And then I transform.
Can I cast Burning Hands up in the air, like away from people, with like upwards to like fireworks?
It's like prestidigitation will do. You don't have
I don't have prestidigitation. I have
you have like flying.
I have fireball. That's like.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do.
Okay, firebolt.
With the help from a flying dragonborn and your gnome wizard friend, Hazel, roll persuasion, deception with advantage.
Oh god, I'm even worse at that.
Elijah, okay. I will let you do that because this is funny.
Ooh.
No, Hazel's rolling.
Yeah,
I rolled a 14.
She's the one who said something.
And I want to transform into the tiger and then immediately do a kitty handstand, just walk on my front paws, like I'm turning into a tiger, but I'm trying to look really goofy, not fearsome, but just do some fun goofy movements as a tiger on stage.
As a giant tiger. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, she's even larger now. That's not.
Yeah, she's really big now. Okay. That went off the rails real fast, and I really freaking love it. So here's what happens. Noraxis, you watch Hazel transform. Elijah shoots stuff into the air. Are you doing anything, or are you watching the spectacle?
Hazel shouting, I'm like, he just spins in a circle, yeah, look what I can do. Look at that. Oh dear, oh no.
Oren and Volkar, you guys see this happen. Volkar does a death metal chord on his saz to accompany the show. Do you want to do anything, Oren, to really sell it?
I don't even know if I have anything that would help.
This is chaos.
We just wanted some candy. This is not.
Can you cast light like on your shield and give us a spotlight or something?
Like shining it at
What?
someone.
Light?
Oh my god.
Pointing it at people.
Oh my god.
Come on, guys! This always works in fiction. Let's do this.
Oh god.
Okay, I guess I can help with this. Yeah, I'll cast Wall of Fire and just create like a little stage curtain around us, like behind us and stuff, and kind of protect the civilians from our show.
With
With a wall of fire.
You started this.
Is it like behind like Hazel or something?
Don't judge me.
Oh, like up on the stage, not like through the just split the crowd.
Yeah, cast it like behind me, so it's like show effect.
Sit behind Hazel so it looks all cool and like raw.
Okay.
A really aggressive version of those fountains at Disneyland.
Not wanting to hurt anybody, just
Okay.
like
That's fair. Okay, so all of that happens almost instantaneously on top of each other, these stacking effects. The crowd that had halfway been convinced by Neuraxis is now like, ooh, as they see fire and a giant tiger, and there's little kids that rush the stage and they want to pet the tiger. You guys have turned into your own sideshow at this point, and you see the tiefling woman kind of watch for a second. She nods at the guards, and the guards lead Kymal away. She watches for a few moments and then also walks away.
Do I see them taking him away?
Yes. Yeah,
I'm
from
gonna
your
do
vantage
something-
point on the stage, you would see it.
Yeah, but do I notice it? Do I need to roll?
No, I think
No.
you would.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone is so
Okay.
drawn by the flying dragonborn and the tiger that you have the ability to kind of divert your attention.
I'm gonna do something really, really stupid.
Do it.
I'm gonna cast Mind Spike towards the tiefling woman so I can track her if she fails.
I'm playing with the kids in the meantime. I'm giving them like rides on my back.
Okay.
So yeah, I
Okay.
need a
Just drift in lazy circles like a.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
DC.
15.
Okay, that's what I thought.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it with the I'm doing it towards the other tiefling, not the one that was Puss in Manacles, the one we met before that I don't remember her name of.
Oh, Kymal.
Came in. I'm doing it
you're
towards
doing it
Kymal.
toward Kymal,
Yeah, I'm thinking Kymal
not
because I
the
think he's-
tiefling woman.
No, I thought about that, but I came in because I think he's more of a higher chance of failing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
It'll
reasonable assumption. Okay.
He's dead.
He actually is going to roll with disadvantage. Okay. Yeah, no, he rolled a 13, so no.
No. So I can track him for up to an hour.
Okay, yeah.
Probably. And I'm gonna do. Can I do non-lethal psychic damage?
I
Yikes.
mean, how much? Okay, what's the die roll? What's the damage die roll?
The damage dice is D8. 3d8.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you do non-lethal.
Wow, that
Splitting
was a
headache.
7,
Yikes.
2, and a 1, so 10 damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. He had a few more hit points than that, but not many. You send that spell out, and you watch him and kind of slump over, and the guards don't really give a crap. They know they have a prisoner they need to do something with. But yeah, you now can, if you focus, you now can track him
For up to an hour,
for up
so.
to an hour. Yep. Okay. And I'm actually going to. What are the components on Mind Spike?
It's just the S that I don't remember what stands for.
Somatic. It's
Thematic.
this. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it looks like all cool with like the flames behind us and stuff like that.
Gotcha. You look like you're doing something else. Okay. Yeah. No one really seems to. With everything else going on, no one's really paying attention to that. And he gets drug into the crowd, but you can track him.
Okay.
Okay, so traveling. Oh, you guys are the traveling STDs.
I think I called us like the traveling bards of the Thunderdome.
Yeah, I'll show myself out. It's fine. Okay, traveling bards of the Thunderdome, and Volkar's like doing some sweet riffs and really trying to make it look real good.
I feel like after a bit, like we'll like roll it off and like I'll turn back and go, "Thank you, folks. We'll be here all night." Because I heard
like,
that being said.
The land.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. Someone put
close the
an
wings.
old hat, an old straw hat at the base of the stage, and you guys got 50 gold out of that.
Holy shit!
People were just like throwing money into the hat because they were so impressed.
I'm like grabbing that hat and I like look at Noraxis. All right, you can thank me later. Right now I have somewhere to be, and I swear to all the gods, if the sugary treats are sold out at this point, you owe me heavily for this, Noraxis. And then I walk away with the
what?
Alicia will come up to Noraxis and just like say, "Hey, I have a tracker on the tiefling up to an hour. So if you want to go talk to him, we can do that now."
It's just like, it's the guy from the cave, and he was screaming, and I didn't want to be here, and like, help, just help. Like,
have I found a stall yet where I can like buy something sweet?
Yes. I would say after all of that, you have a super intense craving for it, and you suddenly run into, it feels like an entire, like, little portion of this one street in the western part of town that just smells like hot oil and sugar and jam, and you see multiple people cooking all kinds of desserts, and there's cakes and pies and almost anything you could want.
I just want to get like a little bit of everything, basically just as much as I can like carry in my arms.
Okay.
And like fill my pockets with it, and like I have lots of money now, and I feel I earned that, so like I'm gonna buy all the sweets I can stuff my pockets with.
Okay, you can do that. I'd say 5 gold will get you as much as you could possibly want. There are donuts and tarts and just all kinds of stuff.
Perfect. And after that, I go like back to the group, and I like see Noraxis like panicking and being really nervous, and I like motion for him to like bow down to my level, and I just put the donut in his mouth. Noraxis, calm down. Don't worry, we've got this. Now eat your donut.
Okay.
It's really good.
Then I like go around to everyone else and also like, yeah, guys, take whatever you want. Yes, lots of it. And like hand
like,
treats to everyone.
He's like sat on the edge of the stage with his wings still like half out, just eating a donut. Like, I don't. Should we?
Should we go get the
pay his bail or something? Like, I feel bad.
Yeah. We definitely have to save him, but like we had to like calm down and get some sweets first. But now we definitely should save him.
How long does this quick Hazel food run take?
She wasn't gone 10 minutes.
Yeah, we still have like over 50 minutes to try and get him out. So I know where he is.
Okay.
We should. Yep.
You can track him, if you think about it for a moment, to the kind of southeastern side of town. You're getting a ping. As you guys are sitting there and you're waiting for Elysia to kind of echolocate him, psychic locate him, basically.
I also pat Noraxis on the arm because I know he's actually pretty weak.
Okay.
And I like hand him one donut after the other. Because that is what I know how to make people happy.
I mean, it's like so like stressed and out of sorts that he probably is just like not thinking, just like
eat it all down, buddy. just like
he's eating his feelings. It's,
it's fair.
Let the sugar take you away.
Like, and we saved him, and now he's crazy, and like I don't know what to do.
You guys.
But maybe he's alive. That's good.
Yeah, but what if the and he like realizes like leans right down. What if the dead dragon guy is crazy? That seems way more dangerous.
Wait, you mean as in like he'll hurt other people?
I mean, I sent him to Draconia.
I think. Oh, that dragon guy. I think that one seemed pretty chill. Like he seemed like he had all of his stuff together. I think he's fine. He seemed really nice. I think like, and he also wasn't like mind thingy like the tiefling dude. I think this one will be fine. Don't worry. And we'll. Don't worry, we'll make sure he's safe.
Okay.
You did the right thing.
Like 60 feet in the air. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Except for the like flying thing. Like I feel like that was a dream. Like maybe you should like think of a better way to react next time.
I don't want to just like snowplow through the crowd. Like I need to get away from him and just a 6'6" armored guy just run. Like that's not going to end well. Like, but up is clear.
Okay. Well, chaos aside, there's more chaos coming your way, but the crowd is now being pushed aside to create kind of a makeshift walkway. They're being shoved off to each side, and you guys are watching this from a little bit of a distance as you see that tiefling woman again. Very tall, very proud, kind of proud, regal stance, military coat, glossy black boots, horns that go up and straight back and then kind of curl up at the tip, is leading another procession of guards who are surrounding a very handsome, very flashily dressed, dark-skinned man with dark brown hair and like bright hazel eyes, and he's, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing?" smiling and waving at everybody, and Volkar nudges you guys and he goes, "That's the Margrave." And you guys watch as he stops. He flashes a big smile. He's signing autographs. And just taking it, he's loving all of this. This is all, and the crowd starts to, as he stops, they start to push on him, and you see the guards starting to push back. And then there is a weird kind of hum in the air, and the tiefling woman holds up her hand, and this bubble encases her and this man, the Margrave, Jack Tor Christian, and a couple of their guards, and she's just standing there. And they have this, looks like they're bickering for a second, her and this guy, and then she and snaps the bubble back out, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing?" You know, and goes back to signing autographs again, not seeming to mind that the crowd is pushing on him.
Maybe they're having a lover's spat or something.
Hazel's been reading too many romance books.
Yeah.
Not yet, but I will.
He's shaking people's hands. He's kissing babies. He's signing autographs. He's posing
really popular.
Posing for like little, like, hey, come to the casino, hey, and they keep moving on down this path. Seems to be a bit of a celebrity.
Try and not be seen by the guards while we walk past.
Okay.
Maybe you should put your hood
gonna
up,
think about that. But
what do you guys want to do? Are you going after Camian or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we should.
This is probably a good enough distraction for us to slip away.
Yeah.
They've got something else to look at.
Okay.
That sounds good.
You can do that. Your ping does take you to the southeast side of town. Alicia, it's going to take you about 10 minutes to get closer to that signal. And as you guys walk, you start passing other shops. You pass coffee and tea houses. You pass taverns. People are spilling out of every doorway. They're drinking. They're laughing. But you've moved away from what seems to be the central entertainment for right now, which is Margrave Jactor Christian, as he's signing autographs apparently for his much beloved public, I guess. I don't know. He's kind of an interesting dude. You can tell why people like him. I mean, he's very flashy. He's very, very amiable. But, and Elijah, as you get to where that ping is, you turn the corner and you see what look like barracks. Big, imposing stone building with iron gates, iron bars on the windows, surrounded by guards up top, guards on the ground. Yeah, carrying pikes and clubs and swords and bows. There are archers on the roof. Seems to be where the city guard operates out of.
Yeah. Alicia will just stop and wait for the others.
Okay.
Volkar, can we just pay his bail? How does
if he were just in some kind of city lockup, but this looks way more serious than that.
I mean,
why would
ask.
we take him here?
I mean, that guy should clearly be 3 paces there because there's a blind. That's not the point. It's like.
We can ask. I'm sure that's probably all we can do, unless you want to. We could break in.
No.
We could offer to perform for the barracks.
That's not a
that
bad
is a way
idea.
We don't. Ulrin, help me.
Ulrin, help me.
Ulrin, are you for or against this plan?
I need a lawful adult. Help me.
I just need an adult.
I am an adult.
Technically, I am.
Yeah, I was being facetious, but Volkar's like, now wait, if we break in, we might have to tunnel. Probably tunnel, but we're gonna need shovels.
No. He turns around, casts prestidigitation and cleans up. His armor is as pristine as he can get it to be.
Okay.
It's okay. I was an officer. I've got this. It's fine.
He's your favorite
Make sure the rings are in. And then, turns around and just starts, striding, I got this. Okay.
Okay. You don't barely turn the corner, and every guard has noticed you. You see a obvious lack of citizens in this area. There are no homes nearby. The barracks seem to take up the majority of the city block on this side of Kymal. The guards in the front immediately have... They're not moving into aggression, but they are aware of you. The archers on the roof are watching you. You get so many paces up, and then the one guard on the right, both humans, one man, one woman. The man steps up, and you see the woman kind of also move toward you a little bit, and she makes a motion with her finger, and you watch more guards. And the man says, "Halt!"
Yeah, he stops at that the distance when they start panicking and snaps into the properly at attention, rips off a crisp salute.
Okay. You have business at the keep?
I'm here about I don't know what you would call him. He's not fully in his wits, would have been brought in recently. He's sort of our responsibility. I feel like I should, give something to the city for taking him out of any danger and then take him somewhere where he's not going to cause any more trouble. We rescued him from a cave he hasn't had the best. Well, I don't know how long, if I'm honest. Wait, sorry. I'm Captain Meraxis from, well, what was Draconia. It's like, yeah.
Right. He and the woman exchange a glance. I'm gonna need you to roll persuasion check for me.
Oh, say that again.
Can you roll persuasion for me?
Yep. Actually, wait. I'm going to use my dice because the internet's having a minute.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was you or me having trouble with the internet.
Actually, that's not bad. 16.
16. Okay. Yeah. The woman leans forward to her companion. She goes, "The tiefling Prudence just brought in a bit ago." Yes. It's the Margraves and the Major Domo's business. Afraid I can't help you out there.
Like, as soon as he says that, it's this guy's on gate duty. Like, he's not a captain. Like, what does he do? Like, the gaze goes from, like, two soldiers having a conversation to, like, an officer, like, looking at a lesser. Like, then who would I need to speak to? And it's just, like, you see the, like, dragon eyes, the, like, smog thing when they, like, slit. He's like...
Okay. There's a moment where he acknowledges that authority, and then he kind of shrugs it off and he says, you could probably catch the Major Domo probably tomorrow, possibly, but you'd have to go to the Maiden's Wish, and even then she's as liable to turn you away and turn you over to the guards as she is speak to you, so...
The Major Domo, they'd be tiefling, about yay big, and he starts like the woman that he's just seen is like about this big, horns like this.
Yeah, Prudence Mardoon. Yeah, that's her. Not exactly an easy case to just, you know.
No, I imagine not. Well, one night in a cell, at least you can't do anyone any injury, I suppose.
The guy doesn't seem to be willing to offer anymore.
No, deliberately, like, not to him, but to the other guard that stood there. Like, takes out a coin, and just like flicks it to him. He's like, "For your time." And just turns and just marches off before they can even like.
Okay.
Ding, goodbye.
You hear the coin hit the ground.
He just walks away. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. But, like, as soon as he gets back to the rest of the gang, he's like, "I have never in all my days, no ever. If they were in Draconia, like."
You watch a very, very ruffled Neuraxis come back to you guys.
Like his scales are up. He's like.
I think you did a really good job there, Neuraxis.
He's not well. You can't just put him in a cell. He's sick, not dangerous.
Should we try to bust him out?
Or we can try and
No,
talk to the lady.
You think they'll still be in the square?
I mean, we just saw her. We can, like, try to find her again.
Right, follow me. And he just like starts going towards where they were. Like, I've had enough. Like, I'm not having this. Not today.
I think the Rexus has snapped.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
It's like there's a problem, and he can focus on it and fix it. This is like.
Okay.
He's not equipped for Vegas. He's not like.
It is the Vegas of Taldore, truly.
Plus, he's high on sugar.
Yeah, how many donuts did you eat, by the way? That's the important detail here.
I don't know. However many Hazel handed him, so they're probably like before the prestidigitation. There's probably like sugar, like that he didn't see. He's like, And it's gone. Okay.
In the corners and yeah.
Sugary courage.
Oh my gosh.
You might just be hyper and not know. It's just like...
You guys make your way back to that western part of the city. I mean, by city, it's a large town. Kymal is not, for all of its supposed grandeur, not a large area. It doesn't take long to get from one side to the other. It's just so densely packed with people right now, it feels bigger than it truly is. And you're getting that understanding now as you walk back through again. You make your way to where that makeshift stage was, which has now been dismantled. You see that it has been, because it was really just like 2x4s and rough wood. It wasn't anything special whatsoever. There were no stairs. You had to hop up and down. Yeah, it was not pretty. There are kids everywhere, people drinking. And then, okay, so my highest passive is Olrin, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yep. So I thought. I think I ask that every time. Yep. So you're gonna notice this before anybody else would, or if they even notice it. You do see at one of the stalls, you see a kid run up to the hooded, cloaked figure who is standing at the stall, seemingly doing some kind of transaction, and the kid reaches for their coin pouch just as they bump into this person. The person staggers a little bit, and you watch the kid run off with the coin pouch and stuff it into his pocket. And just as he gets away, the hand from that hooded figure shoots out, grabs the kid by the scruff, pulls him back. There's a conversation that happens. You only get a little bit of a look at this person. Seems to be a woman. She has real high, pronounced cheekbones, a nasty-looking scar across her left cheek. And you also see with the hand that reached out, you see a tattoo on her forearm of a teardrop, red teardrop shape with a dagger pointing toward the crook of her elbow. And she takes the coin pouch, and in one smooth move, lets the kid go, and you catch the flash of gold in his hand as he runs off. Like she just handed him a gold coin and let him run away. And then she goes back to her business.
Well, was she the person the child stole from, or did the child steal from another person?
He stole from this woman. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She just was so fast that you barely caught what happened there. And you're thinking, okay, that kid's smart, and then all of a sudden, nope, she's got him. There's no way he's getting away, and we're a little worried about his fate for a few seconds before you saw that he was let go freely with gold in his hand.
Do I recognize that symbol?
You do. You've seen it on Camilla's shoulder blade.
Gotcha.
I think the Rex leans right down to Ulrin and Vodka, and he's like, and that is why you keep one gold in your shoe, you keep some in your bag. He's like you all said I was crazy, but I'm not like.
Wasn't one of our tips don't pay with foot money?
He's like, I got pickpocketed once in Port de Mali and never
I'll
Amazing.
I'll keep it, and I'll just kind of Hazel on the shoulder and just point over and be like, I believe she's part of your order, or she has the symbol that Camilla had on her shoulder.
I'm not officially part of the order her yet, but I hope to be one day. And then I look at the woman and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'll just look at her and I probably don't know her or anything.
Okay, and it's hard to see her. You didn't see what Olrin did. You didn't see her features. You're relying off of his version of what had happened, which he's telling you the truth, but you didn't see it with your own eyes. Seems to be a humanoid female figure. She's got her hood up. She's got a black hood and cloak on, heavy boots, probably armed. Hard to tell from this distance, but fair guess if it's one of your order. and she seems to be talking to the merchant in the stall, and they're doing a transaction, and you see her pay for what look like bags of spices, like nutmeg and cinnamon and stuff, and not spice, but spices. You can't
Spice.
Can't sell spice.
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 Watch your drink
I think
deal
we
go
need to
down.
go to the casino later.
That may happen later. I was gonna say.
Can-
You know a drug dealer. By
I
the
just,
way,
like-
I should probably say this for Twitch. Yeah, mature content, just... Okay, we're good.
Fuck.
No.
From the outset. That's the.
Yeah, the description is just like, fuck, may contain mature
Rated
content.
MA.
STD.
Yeah, if the name didn't give it away.
Yeah, I mean, if the name doesn't give it away, then can I kind of like try to catch her scent, kind of, and like kind of try to see if I can get an impression that she is like there's something bestial about her.
Sure. Perception check with advantage.
Okay.
Rolls. All the dice. All the dice.
Ugh. That was bad. That was just a 9, even with advantage.
So with the low roll like that, I'll say this. She smells like one of you, but what she is, you don't know.
Okay.
That's something that to you is as plain as day, but what she may be, no clue. It's not anything you're familiar with. If she smelled like Camilla or Mizrae, so you could probably, with an educated guess, rule those out. Either a wereboar or a werebear, but you have no way of telling. As you're observing, are you guys watching her from across the street, or where are you positioned at exactly? Because you're kind of in this line of just market stalls and people.
I guess just at the point where Ulrin saw her.
Okay.
Like beside a stall, like looking around. Just...
Sure. Yeah. You guys look like tourists. You look like half of the other people in the street. You're getting jostled a little bit with Naraxis standing there. Most people are also a little wary, like, oh, okay, no, maybe not. We don't want to run into the Dragonborn.
I would kind of like to talk to her, but I feel like it's important that we look for the lady first that you need to talk to about the dude.
I mean, Hazel, this is important for you. I think we have time. Do you want us to come with, or do you want to?
I mean, I can just go talk to her, and you can look for the military person.
Yeah, Major Domo. I'd feel better making sure nothing. I mean, people are with the skin and stuff. Like, it's maybe not safe with people keep trying to kill lycanthropes and stuff.
Don't worry, Noraxius. You're not good in crowds. Don't worry. I won't leave your side. I've got you. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine.
That's not what I said. He's like looking at
your skin does not look weird at all. Don't worry about it. It's barely noticeable.
What is it?
For the record, I like it.
Starts just making a path.
Look.
It's like, all right, okay, let's just do.
Are you walking towards the blood hunter woman?
Yep. He's like, I'm just gonna.
Okay. All right. So you're clearing Hazel's way for an approach.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't say anything. He just starts going, and people just sort of move aside.
Most of them do. You have a couple of tough guys who want to bump your shoulder, but you're also at least a head taller than them, so it doesn't really work out in their favor. They look kind of ridiculous trying to do that.
Just rolls his eyes as he walks. Like, okay, let's just.
Okay. All right.
In his head, it's like I would just I'll just blow you to pieces with a firebolt. Like, no, I'm not. Like, these people are like, it's like, whatever. Like, I'm not. Oh, you're so scary. Oh, little humans. Just like.
So the pair.
I follow Noraxis, and I kind of like take his hand to make sure he doesn't panic again or something.
Okay. You can do that. You start cutting your way across the crowd. Noraxis helpfully shouldering most people aside who are just not paying attention because they're either drunk or having a good time or both or who knows what. A couple kids run by, and then you do see the woman as she puts a little paper sack away into the knapsack she's got on her side and sees the two of you approaching, and you're getting a better look at her now. It's a dark-skinned human woman. Can't tell hair because of the hood, but you see that wicked old scar across her face. She's wearing gloves. She's clearly armed. She has two short swords at her side and possibly something else on her back. There's a bump in the cloak that's not real noticeable to an untrained eye, but you guys have trained eyes, so. And she sees the two of you and nods at you, Noraxis, and then laser focuses on you, Hazel. And
hello.
She doesn't say anything. She actually just brushes by you, and in your hand now is a folded note, and she continues to just walk on.
Like,
Yeah.
He like goes to say something, and Hazel's probably like, "No, like stop."
Oh, I see. Yeah, if you want to say something to her, I'm just I just sign to Noraxis. Don't worry, it's like okay, and I like kind of like I guess like kind of step in between Noraxis and like the stall or something. So like I'm kind of screened from the crowd, and then I'll like open the notes like so no one else can read it.
Okay, it is blank.
Ooh.
I think Rex is like genuinely looking at the spices, like, like while we're here, like I may as well.
There actually, yeah. There's a lot of cooking spices. You recognize a few things from Draconia. Elysia would recognize a few goodies from Wildmount and the surrounding areas. Yeah, because every place, it's just like the world is just like our real world. You know, every place specializes in certain types of cuisine based on availability, you know, and what was growing out in the wild. So Wildmount to me always feels like cinnamon and honey and you know, richness. And Draconia, I don't know, what does Draconia, what would they specialize in, do you think?
Sort of like cold and like arid. It's like really hardy animals like goat and that kind of, like a really meat heavy diet because they're all like dragon people. But yeah, it's like roots and goat mostly. Like
so probably more aromatics like a sage or something like that. Yeah,
I imagine curry's probably a thing.
Oh, curry,
it's like,
yeah.
Because it's warm, like it's freezing outside. Grab all the like roots and a goat and like okay, that's like
That's
something
dinner.
warm and filling. Yeah.
Yeah, so this, yeah, this is a small stall, but it's kind of cool how this little gnome man who is just kind of grinning at you, and he's taking orders, and he's doing the work of 5 people, and he just seems to love all of the action around him. It doesn't seem to bother him a bit or faze him. And he said, "Please peruse if you need samples. I have samples." And there's a little tray with just little itty bitty glass jars that you can sniff.
He just like finds the draconian food, like reaches somewhere like under his breastplate or like. It's like one of those players. Like
yeah.
I want to buy like basically a little bit of every spice for like cooking and stuff.
You can totally do that. 10 gold will get you just about anything you want.
Oh yeah, I'll pay him the 10 gold.
Okay.
Because I have money now.
And yeah, you guys get lovely, beautiful spices. Yeah, smell good now. And you smell home. So whatever that means to each of you individually, it's just a nice, quiet moment in the middle of a city that is just reveling.
I plan to use those spices when I cook for everyone in the cabin.
Okay.
It's like some like spicy like goat skewer, and he's just like like wandering back into the crowd, like.
Thinking about food, and now your stomachs are starting to rumble because.
Yeah, now I'm hungry.
Yeah, I know.
Why'd you do this? Like I really want some barbecue now.
That sounds really good, actually. Oh my gosh, we're making
some
Moroccan
donuts.
stew, so I have stuff with Razal Hanoush, which Razal Hanou, which you've never used it. It's fantastic. But anyways, well, I tell you what, while you guys are getting settled, why don't we take a break right there? So we'll go into an intermission. Perfect spot. You guys can go get something to eat. I can go get more tea.
Food.
And we'll throw up my intermission screen, and we'll be back in about 10-ish or so minutes, guys. So see you in a bit.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, recording's paused. Does the Twitch stream show the intermission screen? Hey, look at that!
I'm waiting.
Are you muted or did they
It
just hear
does!
that?
I'm so
It's the-
happy! It actually
Intermission.
worked!
Real life.
It works.
I think the Twitch stream still has sound.
Oh, well, that's okay. That's all right. No big deal. I don't know how to fix that, so I don't know how to change that. That's fine. Sorry, guys. First time Twitch streaming. Hey, but mute your Discord while you're gone, and we'll come back.
Woo.
Are we all back?
Hi.
Not yet.
Hello.
Hold on just a second.
I think we're missing Ulrin.
Yeah, we are. And I'm actually going to turn the stream back on because they can hear us and not see us. And now they can see us. And I'll go ahead and start the recording again. Might as well do that too.
Oh, I can see everyone but Sig. Damn it.
I can see
Yeah,
everyone.
me too.
I can't. The only one I can see is Ulrin, and like he's not there.
He's not here, so.
So hi guys, we're back.
can
We're just still
try
fighting
and-
technical issues. Because that's apparently what's going on. So don't mind us while we reconnect several times. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh
wait.
no!
What?
I don't know, I just lost everybody's cameras. Damn it.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
I
everyone's
was just
got moving.
reconnecting.
Okay.
No,
Okay, no,
everyone's
wait,
got-
hold
oh,
on. Okay, yay! Alright. So we're
One.
just waiting on Ulrun to come back.
I'm just gonna put away my bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah.
I have a gigantic book.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I was like, your camera's still down. I have to just guess.
I can't see you, but I have the Twitch screen open, so I can see like your camera 30 seconds behind.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
because
good.
it's based on what I can see on my desktop
Yeah.
is what's being streamed. So, hi guys, what's up? We're here waiting on the dwarf Jesus to come back. Everybody can dance while we're waiting.
We need
on
Probably getting
things.
barbecue. We've
Oh,
really-
yeah.
with spices.
So happy Taldore Day, happy Fall of Vecna. It's been a year? I can't believe that.
Yep.
No.
That's bonkers.
It's so weird.
Weird.
Super weird. Yeah, I still miss the twins. It's okay.
I remember getting up really, really, really early to watch.
I remember being in Rome and watching like parts of it like with my like phone network, just like watch it like on buses and like while doing stuff, just like
Oh my gosh.
Desperately on public Wi-Fi, like no.
yeah.
Just sitting there shouting at your phone in public. Ah!
Yeah.
That
basically what
person on
happened.
public transport, yeah. Like, oh.
Just quietly sobbing on the bus. It's all over.
Emotional roller coaster.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was at a work conference and had to get up on Friday morning, and I didn't care. I stayed up and watched the whole thing and drug myself into conference like 4 hours later. I'm like, it's fine. I'm going home in a few hours. It's fine. Everyone's like,
Yeah,
rough
I
night,
also
huh?
got
I'm
up
like, you have
super
no
early.
idea.
So someone did a thing
that's
of like
rough.
how to break a Critical Role fan emotionally, and there were like all of these things, and then someone just put at the bottom, hashtag Scanlan's wish. I was like, oh no.
Oh.
Just done.
Yep, that's it.
No.
Oh gosh.
Like mic drop, I'm out, and you're like,
Yes.
oh god.
Yeah. No.
It's the gif of Liam taking out the heart and stabbing it.
Yep, that one. I have that one.
That one is used quite a
Yeah.
lot.
I think I have it too.
Comes in handy often.
Somewhere on my phone.
It's that immediately followed by John Wick's dog. That's the like.
Oh no! You didn't, you monster! Alright, so I think we're waiting on Oren. Okay, well, while he comes back, let's go ahead and get rolling again. Mostly because everything's been working the entire time, so hey, yeah, you know. So, now what? Hazel has this note. You guys, the sun has set at this point with all of your excursions back and forth through this part of Kymal. You guys even haven't really got into the heart of the city. Volkar points out there are places that you can stay. The center of the city revolves around the casino, the Maiden's Wish, which the guard had mentioned to you, Neuraxis, as where you might be able to catch Prudence at some point over the course of the next day. And it also is, it's like this whole block of just, it's the casino, it's taverns. The taverns usually have rooming houses attached to them. There are alchemy shops and just all kinds of stuff in the middle, kind of the beating heart of the city.
So don't we want to try and catch the now?
Well, they
We
said
can try.
she'd be there tomorrow.
Oh.
No. We wanted
I
to
think
keep
he's
it
now
there.
distracted by your note that doesn't say anything. And
Well, I was
like
going to
goat
like
skewer.
if we are not looking for the woman anymore, I was going to go to Elijah and show the note to her and ask her, can you make something out of this? Is it magical?
I can take a look.
There you go.
I'll take the note and I can't. I don't have detect magic or dispel magic ready, so can I just do like a Arcana check or something?
Yeah.
Or
Sure.
17?
It has some kind of likely magical property to it. Curiously blank pieces of paper. Usually.
My
Is it like one of those
theory.
scrolls?
My theory is.
Ooh.
What is that?
What is going on? Is that is
What?
that somebody's internet?
I hope not.
Ah!
What?
Stopped?
Okay, I don't know.
Okay.
I was checking to see if someone glitched, but
Yep.
I think we're okay.
Yep. My theory is that it might work like one of the pieces of paper that me and Volkar has. That like gets messages if someone else has a piece of paper. So I would just, if I were you, wait and see if you get a message. If you don't get any messages by tomorrow, I can cast Detect Magic on it and see if I can actually get better or identify. Maybe ask Olrin if he could like identify
I
it
was gonna say.
when I think about it. When I think about it, Olrin has to identify. Ask him.
Yeah, that's true. I just kind of want like paper, and I would ask you first. It's kind of your thing.
No, I can see
That's
the
my
logic. You're like,
I think.
Considering about 50 sheets of paper, paper is my thing.
in all
Paper
its
is my
various
favorite
forms.
terrain.
I think
We wanna
Ulrich's
just,
busy
like-
right now stuffing his face with some food over there. We'll just wait until he's finished and then I'll ask him.
There you go. Okay.
Do we want to like find a dead end to set up the cookie hut door? Just like
Or just do it in the middle of the square.
that seems like a bad
Yeah.
idea.
Is the golden coin also a casino item?
Yes, there are. Okay, so totally different layout to this city. Some of the things that Volkar had shared with you that I will now share with everybody else. The golden coin is on the west side of Kymal. That is where Rue does her business. Drugs.
I should check in there at some point.
It is known for its ability to cater to everybody. It doesn't. It's a mix and a mingle of people. You're as likely to see a noble rubbing a shoulder with a commoner at the same gaming table as you are to see beggars outside the casino, as you are to see the Margrave there. And it's not a secret that that's actually the Margrave's favorite casino that he owns. His father was the one who established this version, essentially, of Kymal, and now he is the heir apparent to the city itself. So the Maiden's Wish is the one that sits in the middle of the city. It is as flashy and impressive as you would probably expect. It draws the tourist crowd, typically. And then there are two other casinos. The Wishing Well, it's on the eastern side of the city. Not really where tourists go. Kind of dirty, kind of run down. And then there is another one on the northern side of the city called the Dragon's Hoard. Tourists go there mostly because the food's cheap, drinks are free, games tend to pay out pretty decently. Also where citizens of Kymal go if they've had a bad night at the other casinos to try to recoup their losses. So it's like the rebound casino, basically.
It's not where you start the night. It's
It's where you have a real bad end, yep.
You know, guys, I've never been gambling before, but I really would like to try it at this point. Like, I've just heard stories, like, back home, and, like, it sounds like fun. Plus, I need to go to the Golden Coin and ask for drugs.
Why?
Oh, because the lady back at what was it, the stop with, like, the horses and the fence told me I should. And she seemed really nice, so I thought I'd give it a try.
Do you remember last time we tried drugs?
Yeah.
You remember what happened to me in Araxis last time we tried drugs?
I think you passed out or something.
Yeah.
I just remember blacking out. Oh no, wait, that's yeah.
Or died.
Die.
Oh. Well, you really should not do drugs then. I mean, it worked out pretty well for me. I could think. I mean, I'm not even sure if I want drugs or something, but like the lady said I should like go talk to her. So like I feel it would be rude if I like did not go there and like at least have a nice chat. Plus I really want to try gambling. I don't actually know how it works. I just like it sounds like fun.
I mean, I have cards. We can all play cards safely in the cookie cabin where no one will You really want to go, don't you?
Yeah, she kind of shovels her feet on the ground a bit and is like, I mean, that sounds nice, but I mean, we're here and all, and her gaze just wanders off towards like the places where the crowds are and stuff. Like she's never been at a place like this, so like she's kind of like mesmerized.
Noraxis, what if Hazel is allowed to go gamble if we set like a maximum amount of money she can use?
Don't worry,
I only uses her own money.
Yeah, don't worry. I wasn't intending on like playing with our thing.
He like pats a pouch on his hip and he's like, I suppose if we can find a table with 3 dragon ant, I'd be. Yeah, why not? It's been a while.
Yeah, let's go gamble.
Is that the plan?
I think that's the plan.
He'll ask Volkar to take them to like sort of the safe somewhere where you're not going to get like mugged walking out and that kind of thing. He's like, can we find somewhere like the tourist I don't want to have to kill someone in the street because they won't be like that's not a good. Let's avoid that if we can help it.
Yeah, we should not kill people in the streets.
He says, yeah, actually, your better bet is probably the Maiden's Wish. That's the tourist spot. It's heavily guarded. I mean, you're probably going to lose all your money, but that's where you go.
What about the golden coin? That sounds really fancy.
It's it's a casino. It's not really fancy and it's not really run down. It's middle of the road.
Plus, we were told to go to the Maiden's Wish tomorrow, so we could try the golden coin tonight, and with our experiences we made there, we can go to the Maiden's Wish tomorrow and find the military lady.
Is that where the drugs are? He just like looks at it like
maybe.
It's just like desperate look around like, Ulrin, help me. He's still eating. Ulrin!
I think he went to the bathroom.
If there was ever a time I needed a priest, it's now.
Volkar's like, yeah, I'll take you there, and starts walking off.
Yeah!
Oh god. Oh god.
At least she'll just like while walking, she'll just like look at her axes like, we need a Hazel leash. Is a leash for Hazel?
You have magic rope.
You do.
You do have magic rope. You guys got that real early on.
I don't trust her. Chains of holding is the only way forward. No, that's not.
Manners.
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 There are no manners where we're going.
Where we're going, we don't need
We have
manners. No, that's not...
We have a book on etiquette now.
Don't know. You guys pass.
Actually, I might need to read that.
That might, yeah. You or Volkar could really do some damage with that book. It'd be terrifying. Rolling 30s on persuasion checks, just freaking. Oh my god.
I can get to 26.
You're proficient, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Volkar is too. It would triple your proficiency. So
or double.
Plus, well, they're proficient, so triple.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways,
that would be bad.
24 hours over 7 days is what that takes to read that. So you guys start to make your way west, more westward. Can't talk, and you move through the crowds. Volkar kind of, is helping you guys wade through. You smell lots of food. People are getting progressively drunker as the night goes on. The kids are largely gone now. It's probably past their bedtimes, and you do see up ahead in the street. You see lots and lots of magically lit lanterns, different like shades of golds and oranges and yellows and reds. So it almost looks like the place is on fire just from all of the light coming from these lanterns. And you see a big sign over this kind of stucco and brick and wooden building that says the Golden Coin. It's a big 3-story building, takes up at least a city block, if not more. People are moving in and out of all the doors. You do see a decently heavy guard presence here, but they're more just watching, there to break up fights, keep the drunks from falling on their faces, that kind of a thing. It's gaudy, it's glitzy, it's probably covered in a little bit of grime, just like the rest of Kymal is. This is about as Kymal as you get for a casino. You see very clearly wealthy people going in, kind of avoiding some of the commoners, but also realizing that they got to go through the same door just like everybody else. So there's an equalizer here, a sense of equilibrium. And you guys can make your way into the crowd that is kind of pulsing through all of these open doorways to get in and out of the building. Just as you guys start to move in that direction, you see Volkar stop, and he looks down, and this little, it's not little, it's about size of a hawk, bird, lands on his shoulder. He, got it. Takes the note off of its leg, the hawk takes off. He unfurls the note, it's not very big, reads it, goes, got it. Folds it back up, sticks it in his pocket, and he says, we'll take care of it tomorrow, but that's Ashan's hawk from the Barnacle Bards. That's her hawk mouse. We're supposed to meet him at the Sphinx's Riddle in the middle of town tomorrow sometime.
Dope.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyways.
Let's gamble.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Into the casino you go. So let me move you guys. All right. So it's super gaudy. On the main floor, you see huge tables. It's very hard to find concept art casino. I will just say that. So I did the best I could. But you see huge tables with people rolling dice. You hear wheels being spun. You hear the table barkers yelling numbers out. People cheering, people crying, people throwing their money down and stomping out, other people celebrating. And then you can see on the open second floor, all of a sudden, like this burst of fire comes off of the second floor balcony, and you hear people go, oh, and they're clapping and cheering because it's a fire eater who has now just blown this torrent of fire, and she's now swallowing a sword, and this other guy's dancing around and doing all of this stuff. And then even above that, as you look straight up into the boughs of the casino, you see more people gambling, but there are fewer people up there. And that seems to be guarded on the third floor.
All right, what should we play first? I don't know anything.
He like looks embarrassed.
Maybe
like
something
looks at his
simple
hands.
then.
Like, I'm pretty good at 3-dragon ant. Don't ask. And just like starts looking for a table. Like,
Hold on, we have a little bit of an audio problem there. Sorry, guys. Better? I don't know what the internet is possessed today. I don't know what's going on. Our internet is possessed. All right. So yeah, you can kind of scan around from where you're at, elevated. You have to step down into kind of the first floor. It's like a sunken first level. You can see all of the tables. Anyone who wants to look for a game, go ahead and roll an investigation check, and we'll see what strikes your fancy.
Ooh, math.
That's only a 4.
24.
24. Jeez.
So I rolled a 17.
so it's a 0.
It was an investigation, right?
Yeah.
16.
16?
Like,
okay.
Just a flat 16.
Okay, I'll roll for
Don't get
full
anything
card.
on it.
You got a 12. Okay. Did you want to roll, Olren?
Nope. I'm just looking around and I'm just
Chaperoning.
like,
Alicia doesn't want to play. Alicia just want to make sure Hazel doesn't get into trouble.
Okay.
yeah, I'm just kind of like, how can people be so poor with their money? Like, why are they just throwing all this gold away? This could be helping people. Why? This could be feeding so many, like, downtrodden, and I'm just I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
No. Oh, and it's so that you can. It's so that you can take it from them and keep it and have it yourself.
Your dragon is showing.
Yeah,
I'm just here to have fun. I think Hazel's just looking at all the decorations and everything. Like, she's never seen anything like just being here is like interesting and new.
It's the fanciest thing you've ever seen, Hazel. And for those of you with a more practiced eye, especially like Neuraxis, this is not fancy. Draconia can get fancy. Rigidly, but still fancy. That's true, yeah. This is reckless decorations. The banners are hung crooked. The big ribbons and stuff are kind of off kilter. They're not even. The costumes of the table barkers are a little worn. Like, there's some age on this place. But you can see why a lot of folks are comfortable here, because it doesn't try to pretend to be something it isn't.
True.
I like that.
Is there like an old lady that's just sitting at like a slots machine, just like smoking a cigarette and just
With
like
a cup of
groaning?
quarters?
Yeah, just like a machine. She's just like,
Just like a pipe and copper pieces, just like.
Yep, just going and going and going, and walks over to the like next 3 machines and pulls all of them, and then just sits there.
Yep.
Every time I've been to a casino, I swear I've seen that, and just chain smoking cigarettes, like.
Oh yeah. And
like they're going out of style.
Yep, and then in a B. Arthur smoker voice tells the waitress to bring her another one, honey. Yeah.
Hey, could you bring me another whiskey?
That one.
I need one. I think that I can feel this one. I really feel this one. This one's hot. I can feel it.
Yeah, I mean it's got its old timers for sure, whether it be actual age or people who are just have gotten the snot beaten out of them by Lady Luck. There's a few of them hanging around the edges. They're just constantly rolling dice and like, hey, hey, that's my coin, and a couple small arguments, but nothing major. So what you guys find are a couple of games that absolutely do not look familiar at all. There is one game that appears to be just rolling 2 6-sided dice. People seem to be losing that one quite a bit. There's not a lot of people walking away from that table happy. There's a card game that's happening that you also don't tend to really recognize the rules. Everyone's keeping their cards hidden, and they're like hunching over them, and the Barker's even hunching over there. It's like there's a weird little secret card game that's happening in the middle of the room. And then you do see 3-Dragon Ante. You do see that on several tables. along with dragon chess at a few other tables.
There we go.
So it depends where you want to go.
Like, it goes from this little like secret I might know how to play to like that one. And he's just like
Takes off.
All right, let's go! And I take off towards the one that Norexus pointed at.
Okay.
Elise just shaking her head but following.
Okay. Which one are you going to, Duraxis?
the 3 dragon ant.
Got it.
It's like
Okay.
I recognize that. Like,
Okay. I am going to need more D6s. So,
Oh god.
yeah, you, these games are not easy to find rules for, so I kind of had to fudge. So, for that one, you see the table barker there is an older human woman, and it is there's a group of players, but you are not necessarily competing with each other. So she greets you over to the table. There's a couple seats. If Hazel wants to play, she also can play. There's room at the table. Okay. So you guys sit down, and you know how to play Neuraxis, so you can kind of, give Hazel a real quick
proficient.
primer. Are you proficient in the gaming set?
yeah, in the gambling set, 3 dragon ant.
Holy crap. Okay, I wondered. All right. So you'll be able to add your proficiency bonus to the final roll. So what's going to happen? You both are going to need 6 D6s.
Oh god. Okay.
I know. I had to dig some more out.
Oh god. Okay, wait a second. I need to get those.
Yeah, I really should
Fireball
grab.
dice have not
more.
betrayed me yet, so.
Hold on just a second. I'm going to go grab mine. There we go.
66.
I prepped everything but the dice I needed. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. So, I don't know what that is. Sorry, guys. Stop it, internet! Quit it! What the crap? Okay, everybody mute yourself on Discord for a sec. Okay, now come back. Go ahead and come back. There we go. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I'm trying everything. I don't know. You never know. Okay, so you're going to need 66. You are going to roll all of those at the same time. Any die that's a 4 or higher, you will keep and set off to the side. You will continue to re-roll until you get no more 4s, 5s, or 6s. So keep rolling the dice.
Until I get
Roll
one more.
until you get, so roll. If you roll a 4, 5, or 6 on this initial roll, pull it out and set it aside.
And then
Then you roll the remaining and continue to do that. Oh, that's actually a really good roll.
Then I roll those again.
And then you roll the ones that remain again.
Okay. What, you keep going until you don't roll
Right.
6. Okay.
Whether it's 1 die or
Wow.
5 die, or all 6 of
That's going really well. Okay.
them.
Ugh,
Oh, yes. Okay.
I only have 1 left. 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead
Do I
and
need to
then
remember?
any of the rolls, you're going to want to add the total up.
Add it all together.
Add all your 4s, 5s, and 6s together.
Oh, totally?
Yep.
All the ones you always
All the
rolled?
ones-
I did not do that.
Oh no! And then tell me what you get.
And then add my
And
proficiency.
then add your proficiency, yep.
Okay.
19.
Fuck, I think I need to roll again because I did not.
Okay, that's totally
So
fine.
I'm sorry.
No, you're alright. We're all
I did
learning
not-
it together.
Okay. Okay, oh god. That's
34.
What?
2 6s, 3 5s, a 4.
Ooh, okay.
So or everything that's a 4 or above, you add.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Oh gosh. I need a calculator for that.
And it's a. I should have mentioned this. I got excited about the dice rolling gambling game. It's a 5 gold buy-in. So.
Yeah.
Okay. You just have to beat the house.
Okay.
44. I rolled really well.
How? Oh my god!
Yeah, I counted to it, right? 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 6, 4. Yeah.
I think you. Okay. So
oh wait, and I get to roll this one again because.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
I think I messed that up, Hazel. So what you do is when you no, you're okay. When you roll a 4, 5, or 6, you pull that dice out of the pile and only roll the remaining until you don't roll
I did it
anymore.
the other way around.
I was like, damn, that math don't add.
Wait, so what do I count together? I'm sorry, I'm very confused.
That's okay. So roll your. Go ahead and roll your 6 dice.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. How many of them are 4s, 5s, or 6s?
4.
Okay. Pull those out of the pile of 6.
Yeah.
And only roll now what remains.
Okay. Oh, sorry, 5. That was a 6 too. So I only have 1 dice left. Okay, that's a 1.
Okay. So whatever you rolled that you set aside that has a 4, 5, or 6, go ahead and then add those numbers together.
Okay, I see.
Sorry about that.
That makes more. That's why I had to do so much math.
That's okay. That's all right. The house only got an 18, so.
I got a 25.
Okay. So with a 5 gold buy-in, Noraxis beat you, and he beat the bulk of the table. So you're going to get 15 gold back on a 5 gold investment, Noraxis. No, he can't hear us. Oh, no! We have so many internet troubles today, you guys. It's like... Hey, there he is! Hey.
What was that?
Okay, so you beat the house and you beat Hazel and the bulk of the players at the table. So on a 5 gold investment, you get 15 gold back. So you made 10 gold.
And I just lost my 5 gold pieces?
No, you beat the house, so you make 10 gold back.
Ooh,
on a 5 gold investment.
So I now have 5 gold more than I had before.
Yes, you made 5 gold.
Gambling is awesome.
And now you see how easy it is to keep anteing up, and then all of a sudden you've lost all of it. Because now she's calling for winners of the last hand. If you made any money off the house, you can now go double or nothing.
So that would be 10 gold pieces.
Would be 10 gold, yep.
What do you say, Noraxis?
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
It's like you look at him and his eyes are like tiny pupils. It's like...
He's got gambler's high. Okay, so roll your 66 again.
Oh, that's horrible.
That was a bad roll.
Okay.
Okay, so I take those out, and then I roll the remaining.
Yeah. That was a really bad roll. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And I do this until I have no 4 or above rolls anymore, right?
No,
right.
I'd always take the ones out that are 4 or above.
Yes.
The last die let me down. Otherwise.
Oh no.
Okay. And okay. So 10. I have a 24.
Okay.
27, 30.
Ah! Yeah, you guys beat the house again. Okay, because I only rolled a 17 on that one. So it was double or nothing, so that's 20 gold back now on a 10 gold investment.
Yeah.
Or I take that back. Now it's 40 to you each. Sorry about that.
Is that including what we put in?
Yes, so you made 30 gold each.
Holy shit. I never had this much gold on me. I think we're doing really well, Noraxis.
You can keep playing. The stakes get higher with each hand.
I just look at Noraxis and, follow his lead.
That's not what I meant to say.
You guys do watch as the next table over, it looks like someone just lost an absolutely obscene amount of money. There are piles of gold being shoveled toward the table barker. And this looks like a younger man is just sitting there with his head in his hands, and he's like, she's gonna kill me. I just lost all of it. She's gonna kill me. And he's freaking out and having a moment.
So does it ante up again? Like, what, does it keep going?
It'll keep going until she has no
20?
more winners at the table, and then the table resets and starts a whole new from the bottom up.
He's like, meh.
We could try playing something else.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'm going to play one more.
Oh no!
Okay.
It's like flashbacks to being in the officer's mess and just.
I'll just watch this one. I'm not going in. I want to try a game too later. But I'll watch the Rex now.
So it'd be 20 buy-in, and you could make up to 60. So I should really say triple or nothing. Yeah.
Ooh, that's all right.
Oh, that was much better.
Oh no.
Go on, Rex. It was a triumphant laugh.
It was. I was a little scared. Okay.
That's an evil laugh.
What'd you get?
Wait, no, and then it's plus.
Plus your proficiency, yep.
35.
37.
Well, I have to lose at some point.
Yep. So that 20 is gone, and actually you just lost 60.
Yeah.
Yep. So all of his winnings have been wiped out. And actually, you were the last one from the table who had stuck in from that initial first round, and now the table is going to reset. And the barker goes, ooh, so sorry. New set! Seats open, let's go! 3 Dragon Ante, everyone step on up! And you get jostled out of the way.
Yeah, he just like shrugs and gets up like, yeah.
It was fun.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Let's try another game.
Ulrin and Alicia see Neuraxis' eyes are just like blown wide because he's got that gambling high.
Yeah.
Should we stop him?
I don't know. I feel like I should cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Yeah.
He looks infected by something.
Yeah.
I like go over to Alicia and what that? You should play something too. It's fun, and you don't have to bet a lot of money.
I think I'll.
Come on, Alicia, try it just once. I'll like loan you money for it. I have lots of it now, and gold. Hazel doesn't really care about the money. She just wants to have fun.
I'll decline for now.
Okay.
That's fine. We'll find another game. Just like,
yeah, there's
at least not this
like
game. At least
a wheel game. You see, it looks a lot like our version of roulette. And you see someone talking about it. It's called Timura's Spinner, and you pick a number between 1 and 20, and you can bet on whether it's odd or even. It's basically roulette, and then we roll and see what happens.
Should we do that?
Sure.
I'm not doing that. Statistically, you'll lose.
Okay.
I the person know that?
Right.
I just want to try everything, so.
I think Alicia would know that, so that's why I'm not doing it.
There you go.
I think I'm gonna go grab some drinks. Anybody interested?
I'll join you.
One, please.
Strawberry wine for me, please. Or anything else they have that's really sweet. Just ask for the sweetest, sugariest drink they have.
I'll do that.
I'll join you.
And I'll go grab some drinks.
Okay.
He's like, as soon as they turn away, Neuraxis like down his knuckles. It's like, yes. Just, like, puts it down. It's like odd. Just like stands there like.
Even.
Okay. So it's 10 gold buy-in.
Okay.
Oh god, that's all my money.
Oh no!
Actually, that's not true. I have the Electrum piece I will never spend.
I can lend you some.
So it's it's any number between 1 or 20, or it's odd or even.
I think Araxis said.
Yeah, what did you guys say? Sorry.
I said even.
You said even?
Yeah, I said odd.
Okay, well, yeah, someone's got to make something.
Yeah.
It's like,
okay, so on an even or odd, you can win 1.5 times your bet. If you choose a specific number, you can win triple. Obviously, because specific number is more risky. So, okay, and I roll this one. That is an odd. That's a 5. Ooh. So, Neuraxis, you make 15, so you made 5 back.
Yeah.
And Hazel loses the 10.
Like,
that's fine.
Puts like 5 back in his pocket.
Okay.
Puts the 10 back down. Like, even. And just looks at Hazel like,
resets the wheel. Puts the ball back in,
down.
spins it. What are you guys doing? You flipping it now? Even and odd?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. That is an even with an 18.
You're really good at this game, Neuraxis.
So you made 10 so far. Spent 20 to make 10.
Okay.
And the wheel resets, and you see a few more people walk up to the table because they're getting this feeling that maybe Neuraxis has a little.
He's still like staring at it like.
Luck.
I'm
gonna quit. I decided not to like lose more than 20 gold at each game,
Okay.
so I'm good.
Okay. And the Barker, make
just
your bets, make your bets, make your bets. The wheel spins in 5, 4.
Moves 10 to the odd, and it's just like,
Okay. 10 to the odd.
And
You
starts
got it.
looking around for Olwyn with the drink, like,
Okay.
are we like?
Yep, we'll do one more, and it's an 11, so it's odd. So yeah, you make another 5 back. You guys watched Neuraxis do this a few times. Ulrin, as you are making your way across the floor, most people get out of the way of the... you think it's like, oh, because, I'm armored and I look cool. It's because you look like a cleric. Most people don't want to bother a holy man in the middle of a casino. So
it's true.
Kind of, you get a few nods, and some of the guards acknowledge your presence, and you belly up to the bar. The bartender, very harried, trying to do 50 billion things at once, and it looks like her compatriots are also handling a bunch of people. She kind of squeezes, and what do you have? What are you having?
We'll take some of your sweetest stuff. One of your sweetest drinks. 3 of your strongest drinks, and what do you have, Alicia?
Give me one of the strong ones too.
And another strong one.
You got it. Yep. Shot, glass, tankard.
Tankards.
All of them?
Glass for me.
Yeah, 1 glass and...
The rest of them tankards.
4 tankards.
Tankards, yeah.
Got it. 5 gold, and it's yours. Coming
Alright,
right
thank
up. She like fast starts throwing things down on the bar.
And I'll drop 6 gold on the bar.
She picks up the additional gold. Obliged. Stuffs it in her pocket. What are you having? To the next person beside you, who immediately kind of like bumps you out of the way.
Alicia will take her own and Hazel's drink.
Okay. You can do that. You guys go back, start to make your way back. It looks like a few of the tables have had better luck. As you're coming back, a few people look real happy and are trying to stuff gold in all their pockets, and some of the guards are offering, like, assistance in some way, shape, or form, like, do you need us to help you, type of a thing. And as you guys start to make your way back to the table, Ulrin, you catch notice of a familiar dwarven figure at one of the tables, and he just kind of nods and smiles and goes back. It's Drake Thunderbrand.
I'll just kind of give him a little, nod and continue.
Okay.
Coming back with the drink, she just interacts. It's like, yeah! Puts the gold in his pocket. Like, yes.
Yep. He's won 3 times in a row from what you can tell now. Place your bets, place your bets. The Barker's yelling out again, Neuraxis.
Oh, we'll keep going what we're doing. Even. And he drops the like 10 back down again. He's like,
Okay.
it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. It just...
I'm not even kidding. 4. I'm not even kidding.
Holy shit.
I don't fudge dice rolls. I'm not even kidding.
He's just like looking at Hazel like, like, did you want to play something else or?
The barker leans in and goes, you know, you make more money if you bet on a number, right? Like 1 number. You're hot right now. You're hot. You're hot. You're hot. Come on. I'd mistake you for a red dragonborn. You're so hot. Let's go.
He like pauses for a minute, like, she probably doesn't understand. Like, that's fine. Just looks at Hazel like, takes the 5, puts it in his pocket, like hands the 10 and goes, pick a number. Like, we came here for you. Like, we didn't come here for me.
All right, let me decide. 18.
18? All right. You start to slide the gold across the table, and then a familiar figure appears to your left, and she goes, I got it. Don't worry about it. And hands the 10 gold over, and your friend Rue is standing beside you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome,
Hi.
dear, of course. 12. Ooh, sorry.
Aww.
So close, though, and yet not. House wins! Reset the table! Table gets reset. People start moving in. Rue smiles at you. She's like, Lady Luck. What can I say?
You win some, you lose some.
This is so true. So true. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm good.
I also probably see Elijah with, like, my drink, and I'm like, oh, thank you. Elijah, you should really try something just once, just for fun.
Hey, Hazel, you have my 10. Hazel. Like,
All right, here you go. I hand back the 10.
Thank you.
Rue leans in and goes, you guys can come upstairs to my private booth if you want.
Oh, what game are you playing?
Oh, we don't play games on the 2nd floor. It's all entertainment.
But we kind of. I wanted Elijah to play at least one game.
You can practice up there. It's a good way to learn the rules. Plus, there's no money being laid down, so it's all friendly.
Naraxis, like, still has the 10 in his hand. He's like, you see, like, the light bulb come on his head, and he's like, it's here. Pick a number. He's like just looking at her like, wait a minute, you can see the future. He's like, he's like staring at you, holding this 10 gold, like, Alicia, pick a number.
Like, just do it.
I feel like being a divination wizard should give me some advantage, but like, no.
That's my point. I'm like staring at you like, pick one.
Okay, wait. How many of your portent rolls have you used?
I have 1 portent roll left.
I would let you use the last one, because that's fucking funny.
I'm gonna use the last one.
Okay.
Like, don't tell Elise. Just like pretend I'm taking a number out of nowhere, but actually.
Yeah, think about it for a second.
That's 11 was the number.
11? Okay, are you
11.
still playing Tamura's Spinner?
Yeah, the one with like the.
Okay, the wheel. Okay.
The wheel.
So 11.
So 11.
Got it. I can't even roll because you forced my hand.
I'm gonna take out 10 gold of my own because I think I know I'm gonna really, can I like double the price to get like more money? Is that possible? Like buying?
The table max is 20, so it's a minimum 10, table max 20. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah.
So I can technically give another 10 and then.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that and just like sneak, like just look at Naraxis while doing it and say 11 and not look at Naraxis.
Like you can see his pupils like doing the thing like.
God. Like a cat? Just like. That's messed up.
Yes.
Hazel's just excited that Elijah's playing because she just wanted her to get to play a game. So
He's like, forget counting cards. She literally sees. I have the best.
Oh yeah.
It's messed up. It's messed up.
If I had more spell slots and we were playing cards, I could use Detect Thoughts, but I don't have that
Someone's
spell prepared. But yeah,
you're
I'm gonna
already
do that.
cheating. It's great.
I'm cheating. No one can catch me.
She's neutral
You
good.
cheat.
She's alright.
cheating a casino. Like, I don't. There's like.
Oh, this is true. Yeah.
I'm not
yeah.
lawful.
Their alignment probably isn't great either.
Oh my god. Oh, and you come back to the table and you just see Alicia putting money down. You're like, what happened? What about the big speech you gave in front of the casino?
It's just like a huge green grin, like.
Hazel's just cheering at this
Okay.
point, super hyped up from the sugar.
You have this flash, Alicia, of 11 in your mind. And lo and behold, when that wheel spins and it lands on 11 and the Parker goes, lucky day! Magic number 11! And she shoves 40 gold at you. Because it's triple
Yep.
the investment, so 60 gold.
That made I made 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
put in 10.
then-
I put in 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it tripled or something?
Triple. That's
Yeah.
It's
more
triple.
because I laid in.
So the table max is
Math.
20.
Yeah.
Times 3. Because you bet on a single number is 60.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you, off of an investment of 20, you made 40 gold.
Oh yeah.
So you get 40.
So, yeah, I get 40. I'm gonna give 10 of those back to Noraxis, so Noraxis get like
Okay.
Noraxis get 10 more than what he had,
Okay.
so I get 30 more. So I have 46 gold now.
Oh, you're rich.
Elijah,
Wealthy.
we finally have money!
We have money.
Like,
See,
you can just you can see like the gears turn. And then, like something in his mind eventually. No. Oh no, we have other things to do. Like, we do not have.
This is where it all goes downwards, guys. This is a dark spiral heading down.
It's like I don't think it's you shouldn't do this as much as we have other priorities than like working out the best use of this. It's like
You guys find Noraxis a week later playing dice in an alley somewhere. Strung out on gambling highs, just like, oh, I need
With
it.
nothing but a ragged cloak on.
Yep.
could you imagine what like Dragonborn soldiers in a barracks playing cards and stuff is like?
Oh my
They
God.
all want
Oh,
dragons, so it's just like, and he's playing in like the officers' hall with like I have a 3-dragon ant set, like he has one in his bag. He's just like,
I've always had a problem.
After winning the money, Alicia just like thank the man behind
the table barker.
Yeah, table barker, and then like follow like
Okay.
not to that we can go upstairs.
Yeah.
yeah, let's go upstairs.
Rue kind of winks at you, Alicia. Nice. And leads you guys upstairs. Less crowded up here. A little more of a well-heeled crowd. You still have folks from all walks of life, but there's certainly a little bit more going on. There are fire eaters. There are dancers. There are singers. There are people playing musical instruments. You immediately see Volkar like start to go toward the various bands and players who are up there, and he's watching. You guys lose him for a little bit. He'll be fine. And Rue leads you around a couple of corners and into a private area. Looks like she has her own security. Big half-orc fella is standing outside of a curtained booth, and he nods and pulls the curtain back, and you guys go in. It immediately smells interesting in here. And in the middle of the room is a big hookah. And it is billowing out some kind of really fragrant vanilla tobacco smoke. And there are various pipes. And the only other person in the booth, besides you guys and Rue, is a woman who looks just like Rue. And she's puffing on the end of the pipe, and she sees Rue, and then she sees all of you, and she's... Oh, it's like friends. What's going on?
Oh, is she a twin?
They just look at each other and laugh. They are identical. Yeah, sorry for
What?
the little run around there, but you actually met her and Rue. Nods at the real Rue.
Oh, so I
Yeah.
met the one that is smoking,
Yeah.
right?
You met me,
Oh.
but you met, it's helpful in our line of work if there are two of us.
Mm.
Anyways,
Good.
sit. Enjoy. Drinks, food. And the twin. The only major difference you see between them is that the twin who is smoking seems to have a little bit sturdier of physicality. She looks like maybe she was a brawler of some kind, where the actual Rue who brought you up has more of a lithe form, but it wouldn't take much, you figured, to probably disguise one way or the other. You can pad, you can, cloak, you can do lots of things.
Can I distinguish them by smell?
Ooh, good question. That's a good question. Yeah, make a perception check. Make it with advantage.
Okay. That's a 17.
17, yeah. So Rue, who brought you up, the real Rue, I should say, smells like lavender and a little bit of something earthy, almost like a peat kind of a scent, like a good whiskey.
Okay.
Samantha, the other twin, smells like sage and tobacco.
And
the one you met was actually Samantha.
Okay, the one I met was Samantha, so I would probably recognize that
yes,
she's
you
the one.
know immediately that the one you actually met is the more brawler physiqued of the two. They are indistinguishable from each other than the physicality. Like, they've taken pains to look exactly alike. They have the same haircut. They're wearing the same clothes.
Okay. I sit next to Samantha and say, "Thank you for the tea."
It was pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know my tea. You get around in Kymal, go see Ivy at Ivy and Thistle.
Ivy and Thistle?
Yeah, it's over by the Maiden's Wish. It's nice. She runs a nice little tea shop. She's an old family friend. And her sisters run... Hold on, my notes. The sisters run the candy store across the street from the tea shop.
I look at Elijah and give her a look like we need to check both of these shops later.
I heard candy store. I did not hear the first one.
It's a tea shop called the
it's like
Ivy
a
and
tea
Thistle.
and coffee shop. Yeah.
What is the candy
we need to go
store
there.
called?
The confectionery.
Okay.
Yeah, we did both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Samantha tells you they're old family friends. They're also it's triplets who run it. So she's like, not too many gnomes around here, and also not a whole lot who are identicals. So you make friends where you can. She offers the hookah in the middle has various pipes coming out of it. You're welcome to partake. Rue goes and finds a waiter, kind of a tuxedoed waiter, brings in more drinks. Food comes into the booth. It's a big area too. You can kind of see through the curtains. It's like a mesh netting. And when you look up, there are little hints of sparkles. It looks like little crystals kind of woven through the canopy. Cushions are man-eating cushions. You sit down in these things and you never want to get up. It's like, okay, I need a nap now.
It just disappears in one.
Kind of, yeah. You're just like, hold on. Very comfortable, but can easily fit any of you. It's nice to get off your feet for a second.
I'm gonna take the smoke.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the right side.
Yeah, it is too. Oh, he's frozen like that. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, there he is. Okay. You were frozen for a second, Neuraxis. That was funny. At least on my end.
You frozen for me too.
It's nice. It's a nice smoke to it. It's a little because you're not used to it, and then you start to kind of feel it warming your lungs. You're like, okay, I can get used to this. And the twins are just watching you guys.
Nice and sweet.
Yeah, kind of. Eventually, Rue leans in and she says, "So, Samantha tells me you guys might have a bit of business for us."
Oh boy. Well, I was just wondering. Well, first of all, I came to visit. Because you told me to, and I thought you were really nice. And we are talking about drugs, right?
Uh-oh. Okay. Rue just kind of starts laughing, and you see Samantha, who had made the initial offer to you back at Wanderer's Way, kind of chuckles, and she goes, oh man, I love halflings. I love halflings. Oh my god.
Aren't they halflings?
No, they're gnomes.
Oh.
Yeah, they're gnomes.
Okay.
If I said halfling before I meant gnome, they're gnomes. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's probably my fault.
Because I think I talked in halfling with her.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, not just halflings know halfling. Sure.
Yeah, but she probably
I know
can
halfling.
speak halfling.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, we could talk secret code.
No, I don't speak halfling. I thought I spoke halfling. I didn't.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's okay. I can teach you.
Yeah, Samantha leans in and she says, well, I mean, it depends on what you're looking for, of course.
All right. What can your drugs do?
I'm sorry. This is making my freaking day. Okay. She says, well, I mean, the two most popular are the root that we spoke of. Not illegal, just not common. And then we can get you the weed, the shadow weed, if you're so inclined.
I think I've heard of the shadow weed before.
You experienced it. That's what that.
Was that the one I took?
That's the one you took. Yeah.
Oh no.
That's the one that lets you see through walls.
Well, with that very specific concoction that Iraq had made. Yeah, but it
Hazel
was
doesn't know.
Yeah, right. It was a distillation for player purposes. It was a distillation of shadowweed that he was experimenting with that actually turned into a potion that he swore he would never again make because it killed everybody. So, you know, it just, depends on what you want. That's really what it kind of boils down to.
Do you have any sample sizes or something? Just if I want to try just a little bit, see how it works.
They both kind of look at each other like, I tell you what.
Gonna get a halfling though.
It's one of those things that you can't really do that. Yeah, I can't cut my supply up like that. So I can tell you what they do.
Yeah.
Okay. So, lesson time. And she kind of looks around, and then you see Rue lean out the curtain, and she goes, we're to be alone? And it sounds like the half-orc gentleman goes, yeah, got it, and pushes the curtain shut again. And Rue snaps her fingers, and you watch this kind of haze outside the curtain build. Alicia would recognize it as some kind of form of a silence spell to keep people from overhearing. Well, I mean, the shadow weed, you mentioned you had some experience with that. Undistilled or just, uncut, you kind of I see a lot of people put it in pipes. Because it smells like pipe weed. Most of the time you can't tell. You got to be careful because if you take it in any other form, it gets messy from there. So we really only sell the pipe weed version. Otherwise, it gets kind of dangerous.
Does it give you any cool powers?
No, it just chills you out, man. Just makes you a little slow. Kind of slows everything down.
So it's like the opposite of sugar.
Yeah. Just evens you out.
That's not really my kind of thing.
I mean, if you want to see things, the allure route is what you want. That's what you want. The Asharis use it as a spiritual awakening vision quest kind of a deal. So you take it, you drink it as a tea usually, which is why I specialize in tea. And then, so you drink it as a tea, and then you just wait, and you see all kinds of weird shit.
Oh, I do like weird shit. How much for that? Like, just for a cup.
Oh, for like a satchel of it? Just a one-use kind of a thing?
Mm-hmm.
She reaches into a pocket, tosses a little package at you on the house.
Ooh. Thank you.
Just do me a favor. Because I think you're new at this. I'm guessing.
What gave it away?
Wild guess. Been in the world a spell. Don't tell anybody where you got it. And don't drink it in front of people you don't trust. And
got it.
Since it's your first time, maybe drink it with a friend.
Hazel, maybe drink it in the mansion.
Okay,
with all of us around you.
Shit, you got a
Especially
mansion?
Ulrin.
Why'd I bring you here? Shit, we should have gone to your mansion. That'd have been cool.
It's really nice. There's cookies there.
I do love a cookie.
Ooh.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I'll make you cookies to repay you for it.
Well, I know how you can repay me. It's real easy, actually.
Ooh.
Take this, and she hands you another package. I love Ulrin's face right now. He's like, oh shit. Take this, and just go give it to old Murdoch at Murdoch's Alchemy.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Center of town.
Oh, this works out really well, because I wanted any... That's really great.
Yeah, Murdoch. They'll hook you. He's got all kinds of. If you got casters in your little group, I think you do. If you need components, he's got crystals, books. Kind of a fun guy. He's got lots of birds. He's got a thing about birds. And Rue goes,
like
"Oh my
birds.
God, the birds! There are so many goddamn birds in that place."
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Doing me a big old favor. I like it. What about the rest of you? Got any poisons of choice? Anybody? No? Oh, pity. Alright, well. You're welcome to stay. Drinks around the house as long as you're in the booth.
I'll have one more of those, please. And I pointed the really sweet drink.
She kind of leans over and sniffs it, just... Oh yeah, that's the strawberry honey reserve. That's good shit. Leans
It's really,
out,
really good.
yells at the half-orc. He scurries off, brings a bottle back a few minutes later. And the twins are now just kind of lounging. The one's got her arm, like, up on the cushion, and she's just kind of looking at you guys.
Can I check to see if, like, her intentions are good with this whole package thing and all that?
Insight.
$16.
I mean, it's not a big package. It doesn't have any telltale stains or signs of anything looking weird. It's kind of almost book-shaped. Wrapped in brown paper and twine. Other than that, you can't really get a bead one way or the other. Nor can you tell whether she's putting on this face to make you more wary or not.
Okay.
Hard to tell. So how long do you guys hang out with the twins?
Like for a bit, and I think then we're going to like call it a night.
Yeah.
Like what?
I say, like, Noraxis waits for a second drink. Take. Nope.
No, you cut out. What'd you say?
Yeah, what happened?
Have a drink. And like.
No, I can't hear you. No.
Oh, I only heard my drink.
Oh no.
No, Anorexis is done for the night. Anorexis is done. He's on our table.
Just sign it. Sign language.
Are you gonna go bet again?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
Alicia'll probably just finish her
okay.
one drink and then don't have any more because it was a strong drink.
Oh, Alicia, it's strong too.
Yeah.
Yep. You're like, oh, I don't know. This might have been a bad life choice. It's good, but. Whew.
Yeah.
It's starting to burn. Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you, Daraxis. He's going to wait for the free second drink and then leave.
Yeah. My hands are probably so jittery at this point. Hazel's hands from all the sugar and the alcohol and the drugs. And she's just having the best night of her life.
Hazel's a little hedonist. We just now figured this out.
If you spend 10 years living in a forest eating...
It's true. This is true. Neuraxis, when you head out of the booth, the half-orc kind of gives you a nod, and you can see some dancers starting to kind of conga line-esque make their way around the second story. Very, very lithe, pretty young creatures of all races. They're all trying to get tips, and a couple of them shimmy up to you, and they're like, "Hey."
Just immediately flustered, like, oh,
Naraxis, whatever you do, don't fly in the air.
Call for the man of the cloth.
Oh, now.
Wow.
Help me.
Now you want my help.
A couple of them
But gambling,
actually
you were fine.
make their way into the tent, too. And into the booth you guys are in. And so you guys are now seeing what Neuraxis saw, and he's being accosted by... when they realize they can't get money out of Neuraxis, they move on. And a couple of them make their way in, and the twins are like, all right, that's time for you guys to go. Bye. And they seem to be enjoying themselves.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand up and walk out.
Okay.
Yep, Alicia's.
I'm gonna wave to them. Thank you, bye!
Bye, you can stay. You can stay. Your
What
friends
you
need to
doing?
go. We're having private entertainment time. You can stay if you want.
No, I think I should probably stay with my friends. They're kind of
Okay.
lost without me.
That's all right.
I need to keep an eye
understand.
on them.
And they both kind of
But thank you.
wave at you and say, you know where we're at. Together they say that.
Yeah.
And then the booth curtain closes.
Bye. Ah, that was lots of fun. They're so nice.
Okay, so you have a package you need to take to someone.
Yeah. I'll do that tomorrow because
Okay.
I want to buy something at an alchemist shop.
Okay. Anything else before you guys turn in for the night? Party's just getting started in the casino, man. No?
Do we want to continue partying or just go to sleep?
We have several days here, I think. Maybe not tonight.
Okay.
Considering we've had a day.
Yeah, we had lots of fun tonight. That was great. I've never been to any place. Thanks for coming with me, guys. I'm so happy.
Aw.
You're welcome.
Always.
He's just like patting the gold.
Raxus had a very good night, too. Where do you guys... So sorry. I don't know what that is. That sounds so bad. Stop. What the crap? Okay, let's try that. What do you guys want to do for housing?
Kevin.
Cookie Kevin?
Where are you putting the doorway?
Some place where it can't easily.
Okay, I mean it can always be seen.
Couldn't we put it like against a wall so it looks like it would be just a door, a normal, but it would lead into the cabin?
Well, can people we don't want to open the door?
No, it's only invited people. But it wouldn't look like suspicious if it would just look like a door, right?
It's still gonna look a little suspicious because it kind of glows.
Yeah, we just find
But
like a
everything
dead
kind of
end of an
glows
alleyway.
here.
This is true. It's up to you guys.
I mean, we paid a lot of money not to sleep. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say we use it somewhere.
Yeah, like maybe in an alleyway somewhere. There aren't a lot
Yeah.
of people.
It's like find a dead end, throw it up against the wall. Not literally throw it, it's really expensive, but
Yeah. For the sake of brevity, you guys spend a few minutes finding, something nearby that could get you very quickly to populated areas but isn't down what looks like any kind of major or even a side road. You find kind of a little offshoot between two buildings. It's just big enough for even the biggest of you to kind of squeeze through, and you can slap the doorway onto. I have a kitten. Slap the doorway onto a wall, and the doorway, opens up, and you guys can go straight in.
Okay.
Anything you guys want to do before you rest for the night?
I want to spend some time working on those rings.
Okay. You do that. For sure.
Also, the cookie flavor to that is s'mores for Ulrich. Because
Yeah.
I feel like he was very wasn't a cup of tea, so I make sure to thank him and also for the money, and I bring him some s'mores cookies down to the workshop.
Noraxis, want to read some of the Shadow Book before sleep?
yep. It's time to do my homework.
And I also, when I bring him the s'mores cookies, I also want to show the piece of paper to Ulrin.
Okay.
And ask him, do you know if this is some kind of enchanted item or something?
What piece of paper?
The lady who is also a member of the Blood Hunter Order gave this to me, and it's just an empty piece of parchment. But so I don't really know what to do with it.
Sure. And I'll cast Identify.
Okay. Doesn't take but a glance. It only Hazel can make it. Man, that's bad. What is that? Gosh. Okay, hold on a second. It looks like it's coming through your line, Hazel.
Oh, for mine?
Through Discord, yeah, because you light up when that goes off.
Ew.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, and it could just be a crap connection right now, which we've been having trouble with. So it only takes you a second, Ulrin, to realize that Hazel's the only one who can use this, because it requires Blood Hunter blood to activate. And once Ulrin says that to you, you're like, that makes sense, because you have been told now one of the biggest secrets of the Blood Hunter, of the Claret Order, is the use of blood to track, to hide messages. Yeah.
I don't think I would say it to her.
Okay.
I would. So I'll realize that and I'll say, do you trust me?
Of course.
Can I see your hand?
Here you go.
And I'll just kind of prick her finger. And then just place it on the parchment and then just hand the parchment to her.
Okay. The minute he does that, you get what he's doing, Hazel. And your blood drips out onto the parchment absorbs it. And after a few seconds, you see words on the page. It says, "Come disguised. Don't wear anything nice. We don't wish to attract attention in the poorest part of town." And the bottom half of the page is a map leading you to a small building on the northern side of Kymal.
It doesn't say a time on it, like when I should go there? Kind of really want to go there soon. I look at Ulrin and say, do you think we should go there tonight?
I don't know if that's a question for us or if it's an invitation for only you.
No, that's true. I should probably go alone.
I don't know if we're allowed to come with you or not. If you'd like, I'd tag along, and if I am allowed, I mean, I'll, come along. But I don't want to cause any trouble with this if we're not invited.
That's a good question. Oh. I would say I would probably like go back upstairs and also show it to Elijah and Noraxis and just like and Volkan and just ask the group what they think. Like is there some way you could maybe like watch me? Like from another place?
Not today.
Let me see what Volkar has.
I have Arcane Eye, but it's not. I can't use it today.
Okay.
But it would basically means that for an hour I can like follow you and watch you.
Yeah, Volkar doesn't really. I mean, he's all for accompanying you, and he's like, the worst they're gonna do is tell us we can't come in, and then you just gotta go in by yourself.
Yeah. We could like all go there, and maybe if it's like, and then I could split up a bit from the group and like
Could do that.
see,
Yeah,
and like talk to her and ask her if it's okay that you.
can do that.
Would you all be okay with accompanying me there tonight? Like with the recent killings and everything, I kind of like it's kind of urgent.
Yes, I will follow you.
And Volkar's definitely gonna go. He's like, yep, let's go. Puts his Saz on his back. Might get to beat somebody up.
I'm gonna change out of like this is like shiny. So it's like maybe I'll put on the other one. Just give me like. Olwen, can you help me change it to other heavy? Like
Yeah,
we normally have to buddy system it anyway because no one else
Yeah.
knows what traps and stuff go on. Like we're like.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay.
And while I'm doing it, I kind of mend some of the spots where it's like scratched and everything, and
Yeah.
He like goes off to grab the glamoured.
Okay.
Okay, that's better.
What's the glamored armor gonna look like?
Are the robes particularly flashy, or are they just like?
They're very basic. They're just kind of a dull green. They look like monk's robes or. Yeah.
She did say to come disguised and in poor clothing. So.
Does this count as a disguise? No, wait. I wear this.
Does anyone have a spell that can disguise?
I have not today. Yeah, I have alter self, but not prepared.
I mean, Volkar, the most that he could probably do is throw an old cloak on. Because he's not going to go without his armor. So he's like, but if I cover up the flashy purple and black and there's old green cloaks on the wall of the mansion.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I would probably also like put on a cloak that would definitely. By the way, am I still making when I talk?
Yeah.
Damn it. I don't know from what that is.
I don't either. It sounds like mic interference.
Oh.
But yeah, there's some old cloaks that you could use. There might be a little big on some of the smaller ones, but with a quick mend, you may be able to just kind of, fudge it. Plus, people of a lower, that's really bad. People of a lower socioeconomic class may not have access to good-fitting, well-fitting clothing, so that itself might work. Okay. So you guys can kind of do your best to kind of disguise yourselves. It's going to take you about 15 minutes to walk that direction, Hazel. So you can start heading that way.
I'll disappear the axe.
Okay.
Like, that seems like a good idea, not to blatantly walk around with.
Armored and armed, yeah.
I'll also hide my weapons under my crossbow.
Okay, you can definitely do that. You guys walk that direction. You've not gone that direction of town, and you have to, from where you're at, you kind of skirt to the edge of the center of the city, where you do see just a flurry of activity all around that city, the couple of city blocks where the Main's Wish and the taverns and all of this stuff is happening, kind of the pulsing heart of Kymal. And you skirt the edge of that and you head into what is clearly the poorest part of town. The buildings here are very run down. There are people on the street begging for change. And you don't get accosted as you walk in any way, shape, or form, but you are being observed. You look a little different than most of the folks here because Kymal is a largely human city. So you guys look like quite the band of folks kind of coming through here, like you often do. You guys just attract attention. Less the halfling and the gnome and the dwarves, more the dragonborn. A couple of people recognize you. They're like, "You can fly," but they don't really. Yeah, they don't really do it. They're just like, "Yay, he flies." It's mostly like kids.
If it's kids, he like swooshes the wings out.
Yeah, it's mostly kids and like preteens. Yeah. Like
hello.
Wow. And you guys start to, Hazel, you start to near the building. I'm gonna have everybody do a perception check for me.
No.
I'll roll on for Volcar. That was not
12.
Okay.
22.
Woo!
There.
Volcar got a 3. He's not looking. $11 for Hazel. Okay. Yeah, Oren, you're gonna notice it right off the bat, like you so often do. On the roof of this building that Hazel's leading you to, you catch the faintest glimpse of a human man with a big reddish-brown beard, and he disappears as soon as he sees you. But nothing, you don't recognize him. You barely got to look at him. It's dark. Looked like he was wearing at least leather armor, but as soon as he saw you, he ducked back and disappeared.
Okay.
The door you're going to, Hazel, is on the south side, the back side of the building. It is a completely nondescript wooden door with a decently heavy lock on the outside of it. I think Hazel's having audio problems. Oh no.
No.
Oh no, it's okay. Do you want to knock? Or you want to knock?
Do you want
okay.
me to knock?
She's gonna knock. Okay. Yeah. Do you want Raxus to knock? Okay. You guys knock. There's a beat. You see a little window on the top of the door slide open. You see 2 brown eyes stare down at you, Hazel. You hear the lock click open. The door opens just a crack, and that woman that Olrin had spotted, and then you did after he pointed her out, ushers all of you inside. And we will stop there.
Secrets.
Okay, so we'll pick back up there. Happy Taldore Day, everybody. Happy anniversary of the fall of Vecna. Our next game is going to be on October 28th. I am wearing a costume because I can, because I have an excuse.
Same.
Wear name tags. I don't care. Do what you want. You don't have to do anything. I just saw an excuse to buy a Raven mask and got really excited.
I can say my costume is a mix of 3 different cosplays.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on, I have it. I have to unplug my thing here. Hold on.
Oh gosh.
Oh, nice.
So,
Damn.
I just can't, not going to be able to wear it the whole game, obviously.
Commit to the bit, no.
Well, yeah, and it's obviously like my version of the Raven Queen, so it's like, yeah, it's like half Raven mask, half Plague Doctor going on there. I'm gonna scare all the children on Halloween. So yeah, so we'll come name tagged and be costumed on October 28th. Please check out Twitter over the next several weeks with us because we are going to be running an Extra Life game on November 11th. We have a $100 fundraising goal, so if you can donate, and if you guys would retweet the donation link, that would be really awesome. We'd love to raise $100 for the children's hospitals. That would be really, really cool. And it's a great way for us to pair up with them and try to give back because this game has given back to all of us. So, you guys are awesome. Sorry, Twitch, for the weird things. I don't know. Maybe the internet will work next time. But join us later. Thanks, guys. Bye. All right. Bye. And Twitch will go off here in